Alright, we say you're from the Kastle 90.3 FM, and there Monday, the beginning of the week, the 24th day of February 2024. You're busy in Como Afa or my Conquer Ghana, who your number one political and current affair program, the man who do and Yabi Yatinasi. Now, and then come over the Yaba na Yabi. I'm busy in Como. Only to join me on Facebook, Kastle 90.3 FM, Facebook Kastle 90.3 FM, and after YouTube, Kastle 90.3 FM, and your new various social media handles and we are streaming live. Able to now join this very conversation. And also our various platforms are your text message and a WhatsApp message or you're very active. Only join in. Our WhatsApp, another text message 0244-743-143 0244-743-143. Now for message and I will comment for na Fabra. Make out the Ziba. It should be devoid of insult. Then address the issues Asam. Now Minister of Lands and Natural Resources last week occurred Parliament. Now, see in Komobi, we are building Komoni busy waha. You the fight against illegal mining. That is Galamsey. The previous government, number of occasions, he tried to calm the situation or he tried to combat the menace. Monies were pumped into it. People died. In 1 hour phone. To combat this illegal mining in the water bodies and then forest reserved. People die out of this Galamsey fight. Now we are in the year 2025. Minister Edanu Parliament 44 of our Ghana's forest reserve. 44 of Ghana's forest reserve. And these Galamseyers will take over and this 44 number out of the 44, 9 also government no longer have control or the state no longer have control over these 9 forest reserves because in one will take up these activities they are fully armed. They are fully armed. Weapons are we using? Are we losing the fight against Galamsey? And are the Galamsey activities or turn into another terrorist group we cannot contain? If 9 forest reserves in this country, we are losing as a state to control these 9 forest reserves. Totally, these illegal miners will take over. And the minister Mayata today, the state no longer controls these 9 forest reserves. These illegal miners will take over. Has it turned to illegality? What is next? The current administration, what are the strategies? At least when they were in opposition, now they are not in the previous government is not in power again. The NDC is now in power. The NDC and the fight against illegal mining. And the minister Obi Fiamide, 44 of our forest reserves and these illegal miners will take over. What are we going to do as a nation? Now, there have been invitations by National Investigation Bureau. National Investigation Bureau. What call people the previous, you want to take certain key positions in the previous administrations. Now NIB is calling them to assist them in investigations. Is it a whip in the right direction, or supposedly politically targeted motivation or motivated invitation? But then, if on a legitimate core, aren't we supposed to back these investigations? Na yehu omani baby be sike bi akọ obi be odi juma no ndo obi ano. Is it not right that this institution MIB will call these people to investigate them? And this and more, or many more, and yebet nasa ebezo inkomo this very afternoon. Mrs. Kamna Esman, Mamandame production team headed by Mr. Bernard Ogo Osman and Afi FKK Blackus Etrenatum on Facebook and Afi YouTube. Like the page, share, leave your comments. Na afofronso you back can comment in our very soon. Osman will join. Na is in Komo Damaso, and Joel will also join. Na is in Komo on this issue. Iriambri Abotuga. Later on, the political actors will also join the conversation. Na is in Komo. A very good afternoon. We will move on to our Canada phone to our, because the biggest conversation, I shall say, at the problem our office, we are Eritrean. You're more to the biggest platform and then the biggest conversation. Once again, Mrs. Zukamaneshman, I'll be back. Now, per records, in 2019, the World Bank provided $19.39 million funding to help Ghana fight illegal mining. So, with the fight against illegal mining, a chunk of money has been sunk into it. But we are in different era, in different dispensation, in different administration. We are still talking about the hikes in this illegal mining. Momo Echo Mineral Repository Platform, Ghana's Mineral Repository. Now you have a number of licenses where issue legitimate license, but after this license, who goes after them to check whether what they are doing is right or not? After this license, in the region, their district, there were Minerals Commission, and our region, there were Minerals Commission office, Mineral Commission and the fight against illegal mining. What are they also doing? Are they only there to inspect licenses, to issue license, or what is actually their job? What is their stake in the fight against illegal mining? 2025. 90.3. Alrighty. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Brenti, you're easy. I say, share. Now, I some way sit the door, banana, why too? No, or be briefing.
Now, Mr. Anaboy, or you one day you were had I'm my production, no, so why any production problem?
Godfather.
No, Mr. Now, so the bank and you win and consider it. But I said, I'm a program, no production.
So cool. But we did the double call.
Oh, Yakupon Nadu.
Yeah,
we cannot complain.
Yes.
Good I hate some
yes.
I mean, it is better. Or yet another. By a bomb play day behind the future, so by better than ende.
Yes.
At the you complain as a Yamayano Chibia, now Ukoto Kuna. No one said I need it. Since you're not here,
you are not necessary.
Yes, I'm wanting to do a
Messi, another men take Radona Minya call. I read my Tadamadi.
And I will
catch everything. No, they say, "Me can't do my man."
And I will miss make it in Comorima. A Korea about to run a missing Yamanke Korea. And come home to Jimano soon. But my Yama Crunchy, congratulations. Oh yes.
We knew this word in the power, but unfortunately,
yes,
I had to move to Takrady for.
I'm on the see date.
Okay.
And not me in February.
Yeah.
But then not me and then the cousin. Yeah. So that's why come from Naka. So I thought the young in command from no next week. Sana no last week. It's unfortunately that from a catcher miss we see Anyazi.
Yeah.
We are rotating to Dicey, Michelle, or GCB UCC branch.
Yeah.
Michelle and Abrisun Krupa.
Congratulations. I mean, he said you are a man. You are not part of that group again.
That was
yeah. But you're a man.
Okay.
I don't want to use a certain word. Why a responsible man? But we have a body.
I don't know more about that. No shame for it.
I say, I've been young doc and a premier can say I know who knew me yet. Yeah, Dr. Razak. No, who knew me yet. So I show me there. Maybe I to Zia or Baba Mazy in Como. And to doc, I bring me sure baby will be I wish you speedy recovery. So, oh my, when I'm not saying you're a baby boom, a batsa crack. Now, a moko, Inabi, and I have a
oh, you're going to I am
I don't want to say message that.
Baby, now I am a Joanna Mentasi.
She said, you know,
or you money to say, you know, if you more possession, they be now, if you don't complain.
Yeah, now it seems everything is okay with you.
The houses, if you are them struggles, now Ghana food, Ghana, you buy from no house, and from you be enough without this one, she can be as I tell you, baby. Sometimes I am a pade, me move for your second crack.
Yeah,
and then come more. Na mission match me show was mu actually to kana ana na mission mu kroma hade ya onya be kai wonyi mpe na course na bada manko
na membo nyina na
we are very fine
you obi be say that you tune na ya
absolutely we are very fine
because so the baby you feel like if you had the option to help her but the resources are not there.
A compound one gin to chida kwa church wa babu nsami na ano ya titino but we are very fine.
We foresee something good in 2025.
Appointments will be now.
I see.
Appointments will be now.
Oh, there is a blessing in 2025.
Oh, okay.
And
we are very fine.
Alaji.
Kamina.
Hey, kotitano maone da beche ndo ya babua. Okukusi kusu no timi.
Okukusi kanu yo.
All right. Ebusha, I have Kastle 90.3 FM for messages in number 0244 143 0244 Now in Komo, let me take you to Parliament. Now the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Honorable Emmanuel Amakofibua, and I know in Koma OKKD or Parliament, the losing fight against illegal mining. Now 9 out of 44 forest reserves, these illegal miners will take over the nation as a Ghana, a country as a Ghana. In 2025, we don't have control over these 9 forest reserves, which has been taken over by illegal miners, confirmed by the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources.
It will interest you to note that out of the 288 forest reserves that I have mentioned, a whopping 44 of these forest reserves are under serious attack by illegal miners. And an estimated area of over 5,000 hectares has been devastated. And to put it generally, about 7,000 standard football fields is what I'm talking about. That has been devastated. 7,500 football fields gone. The This is mostly occurring in these specific areas. One in the Ashanti region, the Bakwai, in Kenya, in the western region, Takwa, Dabuasi, and in the western north, Bibini, Enche, and Jobosu, especially. The Speaker, the approach adopted by illegal mining gangs is quite alarming and frightening. They are heavily armed with sophisticated weapons and very violent with large numbers of excavators, making it extremely difficult for forest guards and the rapid response team to control them, since they have no sophisticated weapons to control them. Over 9 out of the 44 forest reserves, and Speaker, this is very important, over 9 out of the 44 forest reserves have been completely taken over by these illegal mining tax with impunity. And the Forestry Commission no longer have access to these forest reserves. This situation is dead and must be condemned by all citizens of Ghana.
So this is according to the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. Now there was a publication in 14th of February 2019. A number or total amount of monies or money you spent on illegal mining, fighting against Galamsey. In February or in November 24th, 2023, about $30 million quarterly spent on illegal mining, fighting Galamsey. This is a report. Are we losing the fight? And now the Galamsey issue was turned into terrorist group forming up. Well,
come now. If put figures out and all of that, I'm just holding my head. Now, open we elect leaders to solve problems, not to enumerate problems. I repeat that we elect leaders to solve problems, not to enumerate problems. So back some time ago, me catch the Ghanaian problem, no, or a leadership problem.
Yes.
You try to think, but they are refusing to think. You try to one dream sadio, it's from Frencham, but on the Iskana share into Akutua huge sums of money. There, Ibinima ye elect one called dream, no one for solutions in Breno. Them Vienna said be one dream, 1 2 million. Come now, what is it? Galamsey. Since what started there were a Galamsey in this country? Have you seen how many times na enti there Galamsey na warrior no? There are external forces involved. How many times?
Kastle FM.
And so up to today, the only, and this is not an attack on the Chinese, but the only Chinese face I hate to put to Galamsey is Ashawan. Up to today, it is a year far from the last 12 years in Poreke up until now a Galamsey Obe issue. We have been able to put only one Chinese face to Galamsey Ashawan. Recently, Galamsey is watching one. What's the 8 Chinese away among them? They were there as what? Engineers fixing the excavators. Anna, really? How much does it cost to go and bring an external expertise? They unfair bochi number 6 who excavator more Ghana. But that is the story we are being told. Because anymore, why and when I see Galamsey Kuyada Shawansano? So we are telling them that one way. Come on, when I talk about Galamsey, today Central Region suffer for water crisis, but water company catching there is because of Galamsey. A production capacity reduced by 50%, right? But you my Galamsey. But you come now, you will see the Galamsey. But we are suffering for the galamsey. It be more than the no was a sponsor political parties. And can you quench down for me and say, I'm saying down for galamsey na be more was a sponsor political parties. So until and unless there's a certain commitment by any government to fight galamsey, I'm telling you today, it's rather get worse or get better. But you see, we know what we have to do. Come now, ye or ye. But they are cutting in one, and we are going around it, acting like ye but in real sense, but is it not worrying that your Operation Cowleg, your Operation Galam Stop, and others? But before the military officers will do Galamsey site one, then they will find only machines moving power. Is it not interesting? It begs the question that how is intelligence or information in this country among security services? How is it? Because say you take decision, you take decision with you. They care the mazi waha. The next moment, you will pray you baba no why you call ya care the mazi that we will die but chain. Then I will ask myself that that is what is happening. We are not managing information well. Because the only reason and solution to galamsey is shoot to kill.
You also support brute force, because according to the minister, now these guys are using so-called sophisticated weapons.
You see, sometimes when they speak, say what for Ghana for the say sophisticated into be confused, you know. About sophisticated weapon galamsey for the military of Ghana winning. About sophisticated weapon. It won't be administered there. Unless the specific sophisticated weapon, because we can't lump everything together for sophisticated. No, they bring in. What is it do they have? Why come now? Is it not in this country? Now spending $2 million to say yes, drones
yes.
What sophisticated weapon is more than the drones here? Where are the drones? And the amount, the money, so where is it? We also on top of drone the essentially for police officers yes when you mat come on training. What happened to the police officers in training one? Maybe so on drones. You see, every time we have become a nation with leaders who enumerate problems rather than solving problems. But now, let's see, if you want to fight galamsey, the only solution to fighting galamsey is the use of brute force. Say him there because you the door galamsey. So let's map all of them out, and then on Friday, say military full use one. Say galamsey site or 2,000. Deploy military to all the 2,000 galamsey site at once. Their instruction is just one: shoot to kill.
But many instances are these galamsey sites are being will provide security when you could see military men. These forces, see the external force will call to combat it. They will be having confrontation.
Anna, but you, Ghana for. So one military officer or to military man they will provide security for galamsey if not to know kuna Ghana for you complain. You won't complain. You won't complain. Because you see, you try different approaches on far, but any kwesa amechai unko galamsey site mun ka ehwe me just the nya yo room ha obi alun ko galamsey site because yan ka ehwe ho nti owa agye galamsey site one lay. What are you doing there? So the only solution to this galamsey fight is that we must shoot to kill them. See, kunipa 200, 500 at a go one day. Nipa both road there oboko galamsey site. Then we can begin to reclaim our lands. But young politicians can show on there. The international geopolitics now will affect Libya or Ghana many. In the future, Yan Obasan's wabba back, Yan Ghana of you, or your politicians here one bow Yan Ghana from Obaba behind. Because what is it? why is it that you too much Chinese for there why galamsey by the time we go to police station one no I can Ghana from Chinese from you there's no record of them.
Is it not a worrying situation there? Or many we can identify certain people the way your money nisika. Why your money day? Why your money day? Why your money day? But we cannot even pinpoint these heavily political powers that this person is involved in galamsey. This person is involved in galamsey.
We can't pinpoint them all. I'm telling you that if you go to all these areas, the Bakwai area and Minister Obenga, the police officers there, they know that in galamsey. They know. They themselves, they know. But why? Actually, China full to a police station. I think remand. Now, police will be catching the China in Yogon.
Look, it's a sophisticated weapon.
Because when you there, said once the education system is sophisticated, no but catching. But people back there awake. So come now, I am putting it to the politicians that listen. Why allow international geopolitics powers that are greater than powers of women that want to control them countries here as we speak? Because come now, if it is not so. Yet Yemen, no, that not mean brother even come on. Just on the flip side, like says he's going to Singapore. Now let me catch an awkward Singapore. On paper bag. Say feel there. Say from French or best speak because all mistake not speak to any street guy or Singapore or problem. Me as a so echo they say these China people their country. I'm told that. If you throw a piece of paper, you can go to prison for like 10 years. But yet, because of greed, Ghana when and because leaders who are supposed to think 1 billion, 1 billion, have been very brutal this afternoon. Because of these two issues, we have allowed some group of people with the greatest of respect, they are not respected. They are sorry to say Nikompups to come to Ghana to come and destroy our water bodies. Now, more bompe there. What's the answer here? Your crowd issue. More bompe pa there. Donald Trump. What can't you say funding? Say you solve galamsey problem. Can't you be able to convert the currency? Don't can't no man. Then it's akawana too because you're MPP. It's akawana too because you're NDC. It can't say about factory party. In the end, if you come out there, galamsey said only political particular. Come now, I repeat that if we can solve this galamsey, you see, and we can go to Singapore for instance. They have a system. Was it monitor? Was it run galamsey there? Doing a little bit of reading and speaking to some people. This is what I was able to gather. Now one more in the day. Say all concessioner echo abano. Na ako register like here no high. Now say a register with abana. Na to galamsey na we be so there. Because what pede je galamsey nti. Obi so there. Ibe ejuma fufu ni nyaka galamsey ho abaye. Dizakade ipede iye farmer and I go into agrica. Then abanu u galamsey na irutunu. Every time be able to be amfosi be abenyebia. Then abanu auto kakratu. No only more training for them farming na ipede yen. Until over a certain period, sometimes 7 years, sometimes 5 years. Obodu one, no way you escape from your own galamsey na yen. Then they will stop you from doing the galamsey. Now you have more training. Any escape this the reaching to Jidemuski, Nafaka farming, major galamsey. But on top of that, they have a certain system or run system in there. Yan show major galamsey. Or then you see 2 million for sa young galamsey in terms of finances sky. So government will invest on a obochadroben or that to insubim na baby obokokogu that what nanana wa fanum kofun we jina ho. It is a wonderful god in na more you sell it to government. And Panama government they have contracted individuals obebanu abeto. It's one word to say abandon your team there gold now what to if galamsey what and then ebia or 2 million Ghana cedis. Out of that 2 million Ghana cedis, then government will tax it. The government or tax the amount now, but only home on taxes on the reclamation of the land. This is very simple there. Then my His Excellency Dr. Bamim to Estonia. We could see one tax system there. Was it a 2 per baby was a big Ghana for you? It is simple. We can just go there. Me a question over there. Why are there ones way to where? Then senior greedy people as leaders are a man born here by Kramla I maintain. Bibi anamunya bibi ebi before masimoka we aswa yenti jay enti say ya mami ya wofuna chewa enyo banka sa yenye omba Kastle FM you sure the oba director on Shadan Jones because he or a public interest announcement. A better announcement on all media houses for consistently for 3 weeks. That after 3 weeks, yeah, but galamsey site you saw the full bow if you wanna call galamsey when Jaya now we have a lot of military men. Deploy all of them at once at a go. If you go and see anybody there, shoot the person to kill. As simple as that.
You are better say. But I'm wondering, what can 19.39 million US dollars do for this country? But we sank all this money into fighting illegality. Alaji,
come here. The canker of galamsey. You see a problem in it. Because at America now or drugs. You go to a point in time El Salvador, it took a president and okay the rival gangs in Yunano. But someone now go prison. And say now my mistake and I say what you so baby I want you walk out to no in light bill in pay bill. Until cause rival gangs what you want now so I know what when you go one sell or pay one cook on. And that is what certain countries with their problems, you know, what further what to solve it. Now galamsey some are only pertaining to West Africa and Ghana people. Echo Brazil in the Amazon. That is the biggest rainforest in the world. Galamsey ne bi kodo honum pa. You one man some of the examples dim woya was here moye. But for Brazilians ones, you know, they used AI technology. One map up all Amazon na so ni virtually no for computer we use software assassin no make multi it is assassin be with zima onya fempo na ebo small bit onko but with a glass of using satellite and counters you can easily find out what is going on with the rainforest in technology human influence na wahimfa it's not face no obi behu na wa chede the mean okodo wa hade so yen deploy the military and the security forces no ko mu honum. It looks as if they come and no come they be make the will show where you there. We intentionally will create a problem. We pretend we are solving the problem only for people to benefit from that problem. And this is kasemi okay. Monyambo from Moscow. The Moscow ya kawasemi. One no am confuna wasn't one. This money is given to this same military men, this same ministries that one can fight this canker. About to drones, about Korea Chipon 40 states, the drones in Ponu, or that one top of what 20 pa. Nimpo create a bene basabi, one so was not go baby, I want to winning. And when those issues in about outer, how do we even follow up with those issues? You know? And I feel that we don't have that much interest there. We want to fight this canker. You look at one aspect, and maybe back on honum, then I also talk about another problem. You see, foreigners are they are involved in galamsey and wadosun. One of the manpower no, where Africans. So you get the Togolese, you get Burkina Faso, people from Nigeria, people from Midwest Africa had it. But one was say that much sophistication I come out and which I'm fine on other technologies no, they are the Chinese. Mekeda somewhere last 2 years, the Chinese ambassador in Ghana kade. There's nowhere one government from one chrome. Almost more Chinese from the Hadi, no by galamsey. Because one chrome were ramping. It's any Chinese who will come into Ghana, no galamsey, the many pakon sa Ghana brecht mwa, easy. But the truth is, this Nkofi, they are so powerful. Not powerful in the sense that today, when we are watching Ghana full, but because the main problem in there, you were powerful Ghanaians, were back on, was you Nichi. And so based on Yana, over to Aisha one, National Minister were catching in there. Jailing this woman is of no benefit to Ghanaians. In the end, I deport to Nkonuku. Oba Edeni ye, and our batching Galamseyers, including foreigners, Burkina Faso, Togolese, Ghana fo, and a Chinese free. Case could do quarter, what's a Chinese for one easy? Well, Mawaka could create Waka Showan. Quarter should one for one sooner from that. This is what we are doing because you won't pay you for our back at the Mukofu. Now, come the truth is, we don't have the political will. And the politics will come out of the it is a business.
This current government is about joining the same conversation that we were in opposition in our board, the previous government in nature.
Kamina, Yawahadi, say Yaka under NPP, we can mention a lot. Expose people in politics are Galamsey and party people. In fact, MPs, people we know them. In fact, just recently, the fourth estate was released by the people connected to Benin. In fact, the former chief of staff, number, and sometimes not because the mammy involved, though, but because it's in an office, or catch or there, or see in the brain of a pedamazia. So, only expertise in you cannot say no. That is our system. And this Abanabay, January, February, mention 1 or 2 months simple. You will have a our traditional councillor. What can the MP, our friend Oscar for Labi?
Yes.
On Yaman America, traditional councillor was in Papawi or a Galamsey. And Kadamisa Noba out to know. In fact, to the extent simple there, he's been banished there. Councillor friend, the umbrella when he's in Koma, Wanko. Echo Galamsey site, boys away with money in there. They have the protection and the support of the MP. Into Kadamina can expect and Kabana wa Benulia, upper of fight this cankerway. And content him now as an LDC member, the party would find ways and means to deal with him. After so parliament is also so a member and I'm part of the legislature.
As Speaker of Parliament, yes. Today, any member of Parliament will be involved in Galamsey, that person will be dealt with.
And the case about out to record consider.
Any investigations into that issue? That MP is freely working.
There is nothing. It's coming, and the truth is the political will. We don't have it. I there Galamsey na yebeye. A one and they work acquire Ghana Sunsun cocaine ska. A one yen yenskim na easy. Into there are people who are sitting aback on side too, but was in any concession. Now we did mama contractors the win yeduma. No gene cats. A car send me for supervision. Minerals Commission. The ministry Nankasa. Couple of others and once work with ya and commercial and supervision on the enforcement of Bakodo. Nay safety mining no. When now winfa. Obia value chain Obia Penisika. I'm not surprised there's a call Galamsey site now. Well, these same security agencies and the rest as I don't call. One quite exposing military men Nankasa. And I will protect these Galamseyers. People who are linked to political parties and then implement for what Benibin. Time will question what one about some will question honum. Near Cascafun Coresi or honum. Now Kibanka and Tass and Papa. It's a common. The truth is, we will lament the problems. We will talk about the causes. We all know the causes. Issues are there on the ground. Maybe what you are buying the man you know, but come in a yen. That is the hard truth.
You also support the call by Media Coalition Against Galamsey on declaring state of emergency.
Absolutely. And I said, former President Nependo, December elections.
Also won't declare state of emergency.
There was a charge there. This is what the President on you.
So now what has changed? Why the conversation was
it's about the stage where you say we are not interested that we should still be making those calls. And come and make and then you was the solutions in Libya. Me feel there we lament about the problems, but young pair the solution to those problems, you know. How best can we fight this canker? And for me, it's about responsible mining. You know, to the forest reserve, you know, this time around, you know, we are not supposed to mine in forest reserves. Water bodies, you know, we are not even supposed to mine 30 meters away from water bodies, you know. But why is it that today people are still interested there in Sudan committed for alluvial mining, and also they are going to wash their chemicals, you know, back into these rivers, you know? Why is it that we don't care? In fact, I've been reading around. Minister who is going around, he's inspecting or Kasa. It is not only about the talking, we should walk the talk. EPA, last time I catch her there, Professor. Yes, so around.
She's on ground.
She's and now be on the ground.
And now there's a directive there. Man won't show excavators, but won't seize excavators, you know. By the president order.
Of course, come now so on. Now there, yes, share my way see that. And now yes, she mobile to me see what that. In fact, political parties when you put away no. And then you power so a human institution. Sabe when you be an okwa abeni mu there opo babo mangana. If you call me intention there abeni bi ba no obenya no hotam. Enti no so pona ba this is no so pona time there no so obenya no hotam. Come na read this excavators overseas way. Until they are within the next 3 months. Ya bati no so no nsama obeba ohonum. And for me coming through the state of emergency no would be one very important, and then let's start with that one. Now small scale miners in no illegal fun in no obi an halt o problem me mo no timitu. If you just take some 1 day 2 days obi an do finish site your communal commission and one more license na that one call prospect na the way bar for do why you mining the book of no obi an fa ne card embra ye hwehwem info na ye wadwuma. Let's go inside with that man akuma papa no onye de be ye mo wonye won adwuma. But like I'm saying, responsible mining ye wonsu. Even if say be ye obabi asase do, even if so your forest impo and akwa wo ma ye how are we going to reclaim the land? One of the reclaim the land you will make an instance there baby what was it to the miskana is ye adwuma no say ye wia one kase pe kada kwana kwa ya enyenye nta abana kase be that musika no na wakọ na asasu no wakọ reclaim land no we afforestation na wakọ kodwedwendwe bi e na oche dey ya no responsibly no na ye kọ enim but come the truth is yankro mahade ye nyina ye nzi ye huni. To be very honest ye nzi ye huni ya shamba but we cannot enforce it. Supervision who is supposed to do ABCD until maybe some other the KPIs are wasn't my certain institutions no ya hwede na bosom say you to wanka. Minerals Commission boss ejuma wo yo supervise bosom so da kotua Kastle FM yet no kroma ade yo akọ ministries akọ wa ejuma da ministers that one year no kwame na dey able to do with bosom no da kotua
every year be as what your budget demo one.
So that's my challenge.
So a reporter I was just going through in 2019 one locating more the total figure no ewo sika wa allocating for the Mineral Commission to fight this all in their operations fighting illegal mining. So the money was the fight against illegal mining has received a boost following government decision to increase the compensation budget allocation for the Minerals Commission from 28.6 to 62 million Ghana cedis in 2018 to 63.55 million Ghana cedis.
Kwamina, they are just wasting our money. In fact, see here, this issue are very complex, and the Biamaka once we are complex, when we are solving complex issues, you should look at it holistically. Aqua today, every problem we not try there but solve. Eso hadea no onye wa fa hade eso ha no onye wa fa hade. When you talk to the teaming youth eko galamsey site was one waji na answer no is it Mr. Ogu na me no breeze nkom na make there and then say ehwe musiafa way hookups ehwe ashawofo ehwe certain social vices bi anka those days no what within our system and when you know they found themselves into this galamsey industry because I want to work okonya one respite and one of our when you do being tackle one. And the arm road will come had then said that a big problem. Not because they want to 1 years old, but because when you're setting source or Kuroma about to create when open his car into unemployment situation, that is huge.
Minister address media per one anamona or two.
The president will not call anybody or shield anybody. And that's why we are here. So we are empowering you to do your job. Let me use the opportunity to also warn those who attacked these journalists in the last few days. Your time is up. I understand that they've arrested a few of them. We are working with the police to make sure that all those who are involved in the very hard-working CTFL reporter, Kosi, and Nima J and his people should be brought to book and be punished. Be punished to serve as a clear example that for those who are fighting to keep us alive, we will not allow anybody to touch them. If you are a Ghanaian and you look at this level of devastation and you will not stand up and fight, then I don't know what you fight for. This is war. War at the heart and soul of our survival as a people. And everybody must be on board. Enough is enough. This morning they have been arraigned before trial. I've just been called by the police in the Western region, for example, that the 7 Chinese and their 8 accomplices are being put before trial. We also had an engagement with the judiciary, the Chief Justice. We've been giving the strongest assurance. We even proposed to them that we need dedicated courts to prosecute those who decide that they are going to continue on this path, so that we can have a fast-track justice done. The people of Ghana want the right things to be done. Think about it. Look around you. If Ankobra is gone, if the Ofin is gone, all the other major river bodies, the 3 water systems in Ghana are gone. We don't have a country anymore. So my friends, join us in this fight. We are not stopping. And let me say it again. This fight is going to be relentless. We are moving from one forest to the other, one water body to the other, until those bad guys are all captured and their equipment seized. By the way, the president has given us clear instructions on equipments, that those equipments must be guarded, must be put to good use. And indeed, that's exactly what has been done. And so, we are going to have enough equipment for the, is it a drill? What do you call it? Drip. We add more drip equipment. And so, I think that's what is going to happen. But we'll keep at it, because we strongly believe that is the reason why the people of Ghana brought us here. And for those who have doubts about our community, and so I think that's what is going to happen. But we'll keep at it, because we strongly believe that is the reason why the people of Ghana brought us here.
Okay.
You see, Makada, we should walk the talk. Sometimes it cannot only be about talk.
Yes.
Talk, but you show there.
So a field trip.
Yes,
okay. Ono na Otimi Okabano them in the Ashanti region.
Yes. And me feel there the war some na here kanu. Me I agree, because you to me enkade champagne for few. Nanka fu nyina yembre. But the truth is, come na your commission come adia urban weapons no ni light arms when you say and pen pin you come adia but there obi we import weapons abahade. Aya na na dwen there towns conflict is so honum. What to abankote na was weapons na ba na was able to win. But I'm telling you, almost about 90% of those weapons, it finds its way into Galamsey areas one. Into that business, it is booming and kasa. If you are not able to check those areas, because weapons are well used, so what sophistication now? Probably they are talking about foreign ammunitions. Mesama working. Abakwana itu no nyama nkofokita kita ho no. Menya sure that the military cannot deal with that situation. But one now they are complicit, because they want to within the military. One now what torture the Russian what protect na your kind intelligence phone yen keep information no ebe time we leak info ebe time we leak honum. And for me, my suggestion in there, holistically, we measure this problem when you solve it. Because when you move to one forest reserve, I can say clear one now. By the time we move back to the next one, they are back again. I don't know maybe cost 90, but in can move now can make sure that there is adequate protection now. I'm not sure you, but then you might cost 90 because every move when you move, they are back again. Entire that quiet na ebe bread ebe san so eji adwuma ni bio. So for me feel there, let's walk the talk. Yenya political war that this country we want to fight. And your opposition we are talking about one of our bring there and one of where Galam say no. Now no opposition no wa ba benu. Ma wa bring opposition. We need to see that much difference no. Now one try to go to now wa solve way no. Say na you to me there. You are manokwe, and the environment now you're selling. In the long term, it would have an adverse. In fact, after the year we affecting people, and then you come to some of our day, and then you're brought because of Galamsey. I could be there with pumping into your section. Humanity, it is because of Galamsey and the young who come hadi. My former world one with deformities. Then you know you one, and somehow could on my yes say and forest governors in Minano. Kwame is going to affect all of us, one way or the other. Into no, I feel there holistically woman you na engine too. Yes, you pesca, but you make sure there you got to go near a pesca. Nangana funka fling na win. Some people have shown there urban galam say we na they cannot destroy the environment. Let's look at the rightful methods they use. Obey so many research about or check whatever for that. You are responsible mining. But why are we not using what is important? So only yes, you use the diplomatic channel also. I feel that we should call on the Chinese government. You know one kasa, one no confirm what it's in Okroma hadi. Yes, come on, what it's in. And it looks as if they don't care. And that means 1 year not now because Chinese one they assimilate you. When you are part of them. Either they will force their culture on you, or by showing they feel that they are part of you. No way, man. That is who they are. It me feel that Chinese people do so hadi. And one about the bonne kasana, what bomber and confuzi. It is say anya and idea that we want to solve this canker of Galamsey. Come na lip service. Ya but can you scar to work, but the same thing. Nothing is going to happen. But here we there, we are supposed to protect our future, the sustainability of our environment. You know, you must start from in there. Then indeed we can do something about it. But from where I sit now, no, come na me feel that it is just business as usual. And young politics will come hade no. Obi na ba no kwai no, about na nche no so wa bumi janku na yetuwe no so bobiewa. The same thing is going to happen to the real kingpins no. They are still there. When I say when you more Minister Okasa ni audio kubi. Also they started calling him. Ni audio na boy no. Say Bokasia. Also they've started calling him Chinese for 8 they were 7 hours to one no. And for 5 from one day one one German. Who are those people? So it means they know them.
So name them. Name and shame.
A quick one,
yeah.
Minister Okasa also this is war. But was here call ahead. No, Minister now Okasa also this is war.
Yeah. It's either you kill or you be killed.
Or be killed. Simple. See, the reason I make sure that Ghana what I get what my brother is doing, Osman, but in critical thinking or in philosophy, yes, what he is doing is he's appealing to our conscience. Ghana for on Galamsey, don't appeal to our conscience. We've passed that stage. Because if we have politicians what when now what's a parliament to no system then okay there's an LI 4262 there young command in forest reserve or not show there we must worry there be asking catch or so be no the ho nessa oil bona meeting years in one function so camera young fan bring ni there about kwani aba for that young button in the current state of women camera messi. And I repeat that we need to use brute force.
Okay.
In Galamsey site, your map or 2,000, 5,000. Your military officers, your wire him. Maybe I weigh 15,000. Your chem are in 3. Near for 2. on a bounce 2000 yes more nyamo all the 2000 at a go into yeah if you are no I send then whoever you see on the Galamsey site shoot the person to kill.
Okay.
Yeah. You are the point where many are gonna pound. But the problem is you will come a day and I must have a Galamsey site. The same security personnel. And when I win you see, when I win you with the car, number one ABCD and when I was it's a mechanic I feel there. The command, the authorities, because military say which one do I use? I'm small on qua.
Yes,
they are not going.
Yes, see.
And go for qua, go pesca.
See, Abanfofa baby. I got to the Miyanku military man or John Pocho if you come over Obezia Bia. Messi, say military man, or Kunyanku military man on Galamsey site, Ghana fu, young complainer ada. But a minister or Kastle was Abazi. You better more machines here like a drip. But you're being captured His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. That in Canada, years today, machines in memory for gentlemen. Me, I can you kiss today. You but to your machines near a dripping. Since I ain't a drip until you be a machine. Ghana for once you're dripping, you be a machine. Because you come now, if this matter. Says a business as usual. Me a customer assist me. No. Says a business as usual. The effect on us and the environment, it is huge. Yes. Last year alone, we get money. Since I was a Ministry for Environment and what Green Transition, so we got about $156 million alone for what keeping the environment green. Yet a man yes year Green Ghana Day every year. Here's the Galamsey. Yes, it's the end to Galamsey and your fancy and your first cafe Green Ghana Day. Now, Potobico Hospital, what the phone. What sort of people are we? We are greedy and wicked people. Yes. Young will be our Galamsey Aquana. In turn, we to Abu Yadisha Trum soldier friend. You will be our guy. And me say, you are Galamsey site. Shoot me to kill my Galamsey site. Shot them to kill them. That's all. All right.
We say hi, Kastle 90.3 FM. On to the political actors who soon join very soon. Chairman Apia were around the maso and aqua so round and see on Chibia Ebezi Enkomo Ewa. For messages in the Fabra, the new government and the fight against Oye Galamsey. Maybe come on more figures in the B. Mamo, what the minister said about some of these forest reserves are now as a nation we don't have control over it. It has tended to be a ground for these greedy people to breed with sophisticated weapons. So we don't have control over these 9 forest reserves. Out of 44 forest reserves, it has been taken over by these Galamseyers. Where are we heading to as a nation? For our message in Brazil 244-743-143. But you're main paying for now, but more just 5 minutes on NIB invitations. So far, certain people have been invited by the NIB for investigations.
Come now, where there's a rich, they must be hunted.
Oh, okay.
Me personally, any reason why people have problems with invitation by NIB. But you're running away, nobody turn on. Say, any asama, and then asama you what's the police bar?
Okay.
It's the police, one can have arrested you, or the NIB, sorry, one can have arrested you. What's it? We have invited them. No one blah. Na unkomo ho. Into one blah no one zoom komo kaka. I mean, the police is your friend. The security services, they are friends. It is but you and I know that these people or for a while it's not about friendship. Oh, come on. It's not that I would know where you come from. Oh, I'm from. I know the from. Yes. It is a Ipeska Akasana. Let's say Ipe or man position now. Be ready to be accountable. What is it? Nothing has happened in this country. Yes. Nothing has happened in this country. BBNC. if the NIB writes a letter to you, and anyway, why is it NIB? It's confusing. There's NIB National Investment Bank. There's NIB National Investment Bureau.
Yeah.
National Investigation Bureau.
Yeah.
And it's confusing. Let's go back to our BNI. But Sebo, what's your letter? Go all the ones here. Is either they write them a letter or they invite them.
Yes.
If there are any excesses, we can talk about that. But say hint to be there. Sebo, maybe to come in. I don't see why we should even give it that in common form, because in the then no nasu what is good for the goose is equally good for the gander. Can you want to make coffee dying?
Just 3 minutes.
Oh, yes. You see, Ghana is an interesting country. And I said, you had a young crew, your pen bram, your cancer man. Invitation is an invitation.
Yeah.
Meaning why you ever stress you over some of this winning. So I should the canker of corruption and that the adverse effects are only one man do. I can't say for that you lose his car. And sometimes I get up today one. Honorable Kenneth Anthony Casey, for instance, you get MPP from Kasimpoa. I mean, they even support the cause. Or the floor of Pangas you catch away there's and some you see, then you catch the shop on the good side. No me. Forgetting about a conscious answer for that. Oh my you lose his car. Oh my you waste his car. It is when we get to this stage where let's a national investigation bureau. They are inviting people. They are inviting people. For me, the Rambo style of arresting and then even bringing certain people in. I don't even want to look at those ones. So, a queer beneduma, no so she would see me there. Men pedamon go away. I can go and be diligent. So, the maker say, catching ya and public wake. Yes, said you, public work can yet. Said you, because I'm dead, maybe. But for the Bible, you want.
Okay.
It's a question of too much waiting. Into Dr. Anya, for instance. The now Kufado in the bed 2017. What is in CEO Kolebu? When you want Yampo, yes, His Excellency. When you want to also that big man to me yet. Mariza Mokatin de Makako Meduma. These are people with conscience. But he always Beshema, a catching Professor Moi, Enyemeze, PPA, Sharota Law Kodo, the fourth estate, Manasi Azuri. Investigation where ABA Jawanko coding a quarter till date. You have to be open up till now. It is our board director, another board chairman. That's when they invite you. And now the proponent of the law in the Sokoban, the man one of what's in Banasi to Ubia Krum Hadi. Then the same people they will come in. Now you have Kalon. Forgetting there, Kona Bimwa Bono, it's affected everyone who Krum Hadi. It is a bit now when I say the hospital and the Pena Musu. Eko Bakano Hospital way. Says Kemi Ohonoma and Kawazabaye. School fully when Nedex what nado. We need basic of the things, But if you sky your way to corruption now. Come and I do not entirely the reason why the political class would always want to fight for their own. Especially say about political footballer. Or young people to actually support MPP. Or NDC to actually support Ohonum. For me, I don't support political witch hunting.
Okay.
If you have a case, make sure that good case to the extent that I say invite him for corona. It means you will progress now your but just as you would see, we classify it as political witch hunting. But I feel there, let's allow the law to take its course. Those cases now, you bring your prima facie to the to court. Why not? We should do it because that's how you put the oral put the 1 years can. This is the way, sir. Ever for that, you are going to get information. Even the documentation for people to answer before catching up court. Now, near the man, how can you prosecute people? And I hope you don't conquer persecution.
Okay.
I pray and hope you don't conquer persecution. Conquer political witch hunting. But we are there, so you make attempt there. You invite them for one by assist with investigation. One by your findings, sir. Then it means you're rich now. You're about to and then you're going then you want to come in and support the call. Let the law take its course.
All right. Osman, you're proud. So on the editorial desk now easy in common maso mizinzi kamna esman ma yentwe no mbra meba chairman apia will join and then Ejakwa will also join now is in common. Aha, Kastle 90.3 FM. For messaging for 0244-743-143. 0244-743-143. Now is in common. I'll be back. Alright, so my Mr. Mo Akabebu, hi Kastle 90.3 FM. We are streaming live on Facebook and to Facebook now. Join the conversation. Like the page, share now for a comment, photo, minkan, and for more. As well, we are also streaming live on YouTube, Kastle 90.3 FM. I also like the page, share now for a comment, photo, yabakan amo. Messages and so far 0244-743-143. WhatsApp or text message. Able to na ezafa both channels ni nado as aba na read and far more. Let me read this message na enko enim. And say, come now please. Why do you want to bring the politicians all the time? Please let them finish the show. All right, don't worry. We will have extended version of this conversation and see. Don't worry. And how the production occur, that is our survey oriented. Don't worry, we'll have an extended version of it and any other topical issues on this very platform. My brother, forgive us. I'll say and they join one, but going for next time they will not join. We'll have so don't worry. Oh,
change the program now.
As a
change the program
on change so alright, Nicholas Medasi Bebre say Nicholas Medasi for also Otota as the Abba and your observation. Good afternoon, Uncle Amina Ismail. Thanks and God bless you always for the good work you are doing. I think the only way we can succeed in the fight against Galamsey is to shoot and kill them on sight. Aren't they also killing us by their activities? If the answer is yes, then they must also be killed, period. Just a few greedy people killing the majority. Come on. They must be killed. Mike Abeko from Amamuma. Uncle Mike. Wow. Okay. Chairman Apia Atinasi. Ejako Atinasi. Eva, come here. And then we back a question. Dick Rossi, this seat minority seat. But I'm not sure about the so-called minority seat.
So quarter can one task into us son. What's the story? What's the
Bibiaboko?
Kwamina Bibiaboko.
Let me say.
Bibiaboko, they rather see Penzo, they see us in a body now. Zoroko do Ghana na wa masisi aya ahweho
Zoroko do Ghana
nimde sana your democracy revolution, impunity, culture of silence in your NDC in affiliate to NDC don't talk. And I'm saying
how
remember in that man can't more basis evidence say you NDC sympathizers waka there or Mobianka John Muhammad Assam. Kevin Taylor is openly said it.
By President Mahama Yabakan Assam.
Kwamina,
he is not immune.
Listen, any oil my hold there. Some NDC sympathizers, man, can't Mahamu, Mr. Sam what's me and kasa into me nyim de sana ye botume nye democracy ye revolution ye autocracy based on the perception of these people. But the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana guarantee us the freedom of speech, but freedom of speech it is limited based on what you say, and it will be guided by the rules of engagement na yakasa. Because Constitution nukra omahe kwande yankasa, but just kakrebi who editorial assembly one of who panelists working na menye ne ya adwen also can overwrite an issue no when ya MPP fu bia waka parliament the war support is abane minjizi there is any record to support that. Minjizi the then deputy minister for I think education, is it Ota for MP? No, we attribute something to him. No, but no refinism. Oh, Napoleon small boy, no refinism. Okay, no, we attribute something to him. No, bad, but no. Or you misreported. Minjizi there.
On share now.
Yes. What about Abakade Asifwa? Yes, I'm listening to Asifwa. What about Abakade? It was a misreported as more than one. Minti the MPP Nibiara Kade. Or support Aza Abanoyen. Clearly, Amy, I believe in accountability. Ediska Emmanuel Juma. Ediska because President Akufo-Addo Oba or the Kofibinum Court Abuga Pele Wojelin Mobwa. Into MPP is Bona, Ebantam Ready Newsy. He seniors Bona Bantren Newsy, but the processes.
Okay.
Kwamina, in there, mix the here. Police will issue arrest warrant. The one from what who CEO and now who producer. I want to go to one plan to enter by law, by a criminal code. Or show the arrest warrant. Those about arrest them. Also, with them or no more. Now we lead it to them because they can go there without your premises to implicate you. Into yakade a corner what for done. No, what's the end you can want them. In any case, by the constitution and your criminal codes, said police in Bachiwa. Also, you have the right to remain silent.
Yes.
Else everything you say will be used against you at the law court.
Police for
Can they try the former minister without being investigated? Because the law permit that you try in absentia. It's here the processes. Say MPP for 2,000.
But can you try somebody in absentia without any charge? Everybody charge. Can you?
No, you charge. Say the number Tienu. She was charged and tried, but she didn't partake in the investigation. Did she?
So she was charged.
Yes.
So you can't try Ken
without charge
in court without charge.
Yes. But you don't need Ken before you can charge him. That is the law. That is what I'm saying. And even if you need any, you are full out, but make the processes. Many problem. Oh yeah, bona, war arrested. Amoya Kunfi, what's it? NI before Oyembrema, no problem. But the catching it back was a police NI before 15 3 cars in the 2 days.
But according to the lawyers, he followed them voluntarily. So now Odi nature without being harassed.
There's difference between invitation and arrest.
Okay.
We be invited or ye nipa ozim brethren or doko. But maybe send there once you are inviting the person, do you need 3 pickups? Do you need over 30 armed men to invite one person? That's the question I'm asking. Just there when our constitution the same when our opposition the moment or trader is bona and when on you then but in you there should be in the confines or within the base no many problem.
Okay.
Even though the president himself through communication director Richard Anyagbe okay was joining the former president Akufo-Addo say ni appointees obiara avail no for what accountability.
Yes.
Now you can't come and serve the people of Ghana. Now the same people of Ghana are calling you for accountability. Let's remember, but the processes. A corner what for no. Na aboye kade eyi nkrofezi na nkrofile eyi hwezin isi wiska owo man pin it is kind of what's the invite to, but the same people work out there. Ghana was a criminal scene. I said we can take there drip machine one season one showed them time and NIB when Ghana.
He's just been invited to assist in investigations.
I'm saying that time and NIB before Ghana have mercy on us.
Chairman Abia. Chairman Akwaba.
Yenya.
I got a bugger farm.
Shall you have it?
I don't know about
yet. Come now.
What appointment in May?
Yet.
Hey, only thing.
Yet. Come now. Come on, address it.
Chairman,
because as a man, you must always look good.
I have an appointment in the Baba.
Yeah, as I say, come now. Just reset Ghana.
Okay.
Come now. No, I'm not in Bibiaboko. And I'm there. Jakwa or the yawn or the casa. A yawn dam the pain is still on fuel. In so Bacassademia, you are pardoning because blow no it too much. But come on, come and be there. Yeah, MPP4 we need principles and we believe some that why. Now, me trim my trim there. So, young one, young one. Onye abazin ye bi wa Ghana ha a MPP win aba 2016 abazin MPP wa ya Ghana ha the man say me abronya keken we invite me right Kwamina yenya the 2017 osafumafo vetting okay the who nya there 6 months to elections. Our Benin or by employing Kofa. And our reason be there. Say, one man, what do you call it? An appointment now. Make sure that those things are in where you win easy. Where you win easy. What for one to one kawa? Elvisa. It's dainty. In the what you do, Mawako transition. Mawa you na kasa. The right after election. When you have mo won be o mo twitwa zin de seska o so some para do bo to tell them nkofo na kawa wa ja to no employ wana is that not the decision when you financial clearance in plans and was
was that the decision at the transition period?
Exactly. I told Fosun said it. This guy, what is the MP's name? Felix. No so kind. It's why there. What more for video. Mono to gwaban fufu n'enyim asentam na obi abo na aba no nye wonya buta na ye set Ghana mo wure be set Ghana na one mismanagement na wo ye wo Ghana fuze bufu ato abetia won no wonya buta na won hwe mama mo so ru Ghana man wonya buta mama yan so nsem bi dozen nsem be bia baba Ghana wo me nya buta obi aso nka nche won de kwamena saying this Libya bana wanka and then my kon da yan kasa ba yan kasa yan shema yan kasa until because communication ewa otu boman say kasa me yan kasa yi yan fact me ya do to go otu send pakodi image are you getting it?
This is the game I want in our room.
I'm mess about someone can't Okuma. But you would have imagine say you some year at the beginning of the Ghana.
Yeah.
It's on Mobile Casa. If you don't have evidence, you won't talk. You will have a proper evidence. It is a motion of any case here. My special prosecutor pedo in a day. Opedo on Jinado. Next time is our kind of also can for anymore. Now I buy account to the people on there or Jinabido. No so man about friend Jem Kake. Now I charge in a letter there when you will be a bed. When you must say it's about say brother yen semibiano because before I'm a benu crano can yanka sami MPs anakufa the 9 MPs kwakufa do kake akufado there akufado yes no ken
big mo ze no kwei o ze man ko date into obeya anchesesen abasa makuvado ken osimo mu bi an try impo there or the next sabaka
ma meeting the kind of one channel on negotiate IMF deal ni we are be in afro
no negotiate we je we in afro o try ga kranza na mamna nso me kachiro so obi o wa opere ka fante kasa chiro we hu obagya me kasa ko nse kasa ko na o de chira wono no ba ni chase ankasa nye de ma mo fa nsa nka me busu anyin o ja no mo nsi wo na obotu mo ayama ne ye ba na na we de be mo orukwa chiro no na so da no sami ni MPC asami a woken o ene kwar nso be ya menyini fi wo ba kwa me mka se mi cho wa be go fi ma me feel wana basa ewa ba padi mi ka so ka do pedo change program na wan me de program yes e feel ba wa be go fun as a way professionals ana kwa na wa po aro me tifa they are good in their various fields. I tell you. Yeah. And I've been listening to them.
Okay.
It's about time, Akwamina. We should do away with partisan politics.
Yes.
Young for Ghana. Interesting. It's all about Ghana. But me 18 na kanyo. Young shini 20 years. Me have money more time. I'm not working off so.
Yeah.
So not maybe on so hand fine. You can
the new law president in our time. Yeah.
Hey, it's about time. You've been a good leadership. You will do away from partisan politics. You have to above your appointment. A president leading us. It's about Ghana, not about your family. That is the reason why I go for two Abamo. One question family. If you want to go to Abamo, now be your president. Oh yeah. In as much as they really want to Abamo, no, Dudun no want to Abamo, or Dudun want you to come and then reset your country for them. It's going forward, I'm of the view that we should do away with partisan politics and make sure there's a con. Now, many are with impunity. The great for you see Kabikamo, friend of Uncle Kwa, Uncle Kabikamo Musompo with revolution. Now the revolution in Yara, on the mother of a revolutioner. Ghana from Poro Buddha Maznibida. Say the uncle, one witness revolution down, and John Brennan Punka wedding Nibida. That is why Ghana for democracy no. When so much to now, Sazuli and Pompempa when you there, Dachi 4 years, or Baba. Now 4 years in the bar, no better there. Was one cocoa but punish you. No more Bompema Mama, our Brasim. Don't know yet. Not the meaning was maybe on can. Or make sure there. More promise Ghana for no. Na me tell you. Or can Suzida on Bombay. Yea, want to deliver no Ghana for. We want son because that is all that we want to make NDC attractive. Mr. Akoya out in a way. About NDC.
Tell me what I say. Alright, so join the conversation. Now, young comments come catcher we are streaming live on Facebook. So join the conversation now for comment for to via WhatsApp or text message 0244743143. All right. AC, hi. If you try someone in absentia, then he will be jailed within days because everything the prosecutor will say and presented will be accepted by the judge without defense. Tell your guest. Okay. We need lawyers to brief us on this. That's it for your message. That's it for your message. But we are talking about law here. That's it for your message. But we are talking about loyalty. We need lawyers that want to obey because when you charge somebody or then you have only representation, you only view on the matter. So that is what I know. But you can charge somebody in absentia. Yes, you can charge or try somebody in absentia. Yeah. No. But that's it. Young woman, but I don't know.
last Friday, the President of the Republic, Okoshia, the labor unions on base Ghana yana kuchia ho ensensem. But ozinsembi the tuga that the previous administration will handle the economy criminally. Now the NPP about Abekade, they don't agree with the president for making that statement. I said the director of communications of the New Patriotic Party, Richard Ahiaba, has rejected comment by President John Dramani Mahama that the Akufo-Addo administration criminally handled the economy. The president has said he discovered that the economy was criminally handled by the previous NPP administration. He said he couldn't understand how the previous government was so reckless in the handling of the economy. Speaking to organized labor in Accra on Thursday, February 20th, he said, "Comrades, we know we are your natural allies. We have worked together for many years. One thing that is cardinal principle for us is to tell the truth at all times. We all knew that the economy was in crisis, but some of the things I am discovering myself have been a criminal handling of our economy. Ghana is a crime scene because how a government can be so reckless, I can't understand it." This is according to President John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency. Now Ghana is a crime scene based on how the previous administration handled this economy. Ejakwa.
Kwabena. Yanyi ya mereye.
Yanyi ni ya oyeye.
Ya oyeye. Kwabena.
Ejakwa.
Chairman. Azebien. Asama Meka. Asama chairman Beka. Asama Mampini Beka. No yambra. Maybe so. Say you know Yambra, unless it is being enacted, another Supreme Court will make it law be, then it become binding or Yambra.
Yeah.
It is Safumafu was making a proposal, and there is nothing in our labor laws, there is nothing in our constitution that bounds a president. The what will be a billion into me year or appointment. In fact, dome level, Joseph Wita were employed after election, isn't it? The biggest sanitation contract was awarded on 29th December 2016. In fact,
what was that contract?
Remember, Lenny in the Hebok site was awarded to a company after a party has lost election, isn't it? So it is not in that too. The transitional team in Wabeka, Zarenbeka, Okoti, Mami MP, Felix Kwacho Fosu honorable. But okay, there was a recommendation from the NDC side where the MPP side said no, there are certain contractors because financial clearance, meaning a teacher phobia, the process started about 6 months ago. I mean, Bimukra up to now about 7 months ago, what staff ID Pumay. But was you payroll staff ID meant to Yomokawa Okobu suspended account. Into no into Onyambra, so Yambra and Kadam time and what Waberia will make appointment. In fact, on my painted that Nankasan, on my painted that Nene, on my pay Muhammad Nankasan. No, did a campaign promise for Gade or Barry set Ghana no Yaza MPP for your bina over you work says Nanoso Bofanese true or not. Bill Chairman Car Safumafu Nasam. Mine Oko Parliament as more can there. The government want to do auditing, and if you say you are doing auditing, there are many problem. Today, my finance minister to forcing us were auditing on the road contractors the road payment. Many problem. Now, when we read them later more from Ministry of Health, dated 11th February. Say yeah, revocation of appointment and recruitment and reapply. That was in 2017. When you mama paraphrase when you there obiara woman appointment ban by okay they holding on sudden reapply because why auditing area
It is a man kind of way auditing mini problem, but let us be a mehun or outright revocation. Where if you so what to them as Safuma for them MPP abano Ben 2017 Nezen Kade. Sister want to apply that one I don't have any problem. But do I see Oman Payne as somebody with double mouth? No, ebi a Ben why auditing into one can chain, but one now no the simple to catch a head there. And I have the video promise, but send you producer my boy. Me this is the one who be that. Video be okay there. They are not coming to do that thing. It is said by obi a woman employment in 2022, 2013. Nimpo wasakan. Minimbiru mo wasakan. Minimbiru mo water company. Asat October. September, August, July, na woman appointment. It's one in our one cut because chief of staff issue letter, but chief of staff need letter moon or say after the election. And don't forget there, Sabani from a Juma, Yamina must want to payroll. Yamina Maye, Kamina, what for a Juma? Hey, I want to go to a Juma payroll.
It will go through process.
Yes, it's a mini problem. That's one will be appointment. Next, we revoke appointment. Mini problem. Baba catch there. Demi man fun and buff for baby. On your embarkwan. Besides, even one more appointment to crowd to catch there in the probation 6 months, and within that probation period, you know, chairman said you are to see. It's only been a 1 year. Then you catch in Pakunde. The mazi na. If your services is not satisfactory, into the year you lazy. But in Kenche Pakuno gets the fee just like that because chief of staff will issue statement. Come now, man paying the Mahama. No man paying Mahama. You must go to make a man paying the Mahama, no man paying Mahama. History has been good to him.
Okay.
And I respect him for that. Assemblyman, MP, deputy minister, vice president, shadow president because that no catch head there. Johnny Basfifi at a most very late that brethren, he was virtually doing everything. Mobwa into shadow president, former president and president. On no catch head there, Waket's nephew was showing mistakes, so he is not coming back to repeat the mistakes again. 2, beautiful expert in communication, but at this time the choice of words to me was wrong. I believe it wasn't a scripted statement, but extempo because Oyejipa tired the mazen, and I applaud him for that. Kwamina, do you know the implication? Oman Bakade, Ghana is a crime scene. Do you know the implication of is it for investors? Naba some no kafa ba. Workers na wasu wope akatuentum. Now whether before the election near campaigning, you are coming to reset. Ebama workers with ye because abano wadon nitsi me yazan. Nemo ebama with ye nansu waba one more honeymoon. O se ne hia honeymoon na za atoto nzama one more honeymoon ni ho keshia ese mo ho 10%. Workers ne say yaje na obi a omo 25%, obi a omo 30%, or a crime or a criminal. No wa emo 10%. Zimben what the for or your man pain won't too for Zimbi and friend. Or your man pain. Now so of a TV. Biom Ose in Zama obo hu ni bin 1 million machine. O kan za wakuntie mi na wo. David. One can't change. But what's it? He who goes to the table with equity, once equity must come with a clean hand. Into second, and catch him there. A, B, C, D. It's what you have seen. What confirms what you have seen as a communicator, and as the commander in chief of the Ghana.
Ebia Ghana, any books moon yet. pay on government workers negotiation. You need pay another. You need books more here.
In terms of what?
Sikasam. You need balance in Jina.
On Jina wa hefa catch up. On Jina wa hefa kwamina. Eno onyi ndo Jina no make promises en. Kwamina. Maybe so no onyi ndo Jina. Eno make them promises en. Ana them time eno onyi. Because the trajectory. In fact, in 2011, workers' one salary was increased by 20%. 2012, it dropped to 18%. 2014, it reduced to 10%. 2013, 10%. 2014, 10% plus COLA. 2015, 15%. 2016, 10%. 2017 occur 12.5%. 2018 occur 11%. Yeah, Befia Bemi 25 in September was called 30. It says equal 30. Nine was a cook can. Jen Shakan. But here about 10%. Yankasa. Oh, what does it about reset into resetting? Resetting only. Biom ose Akufo-Addo n'aban or a crime scene and one man any shred of evidence based on ebia A B C D ose za ohun emone no ohun entinde hesu botu ba kede based on MDC ba benu Council of State elections kwa wotu brink of wash anti region in other places. You want to work at Ghana or a crime scene. Yet to a baby, za all could do NDC, all could do Ghana. A police forward than a Banukwa way Sam Hall. What to get to? You want to work at them. Kwamina, Biom, young compare the records of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama vis-a-vis MPP Aban. Near Shade za all kade or crime scene based on the recording or ya nokwar ana onya nokwar MPP Aban or crime scene but ni enyi bibiara wo friend district road improvement projects Nilam Tevanapoy since only director but according to Nilam Tevanapoy nenu also Akufo-Addo new legacy nanso mi na de maji Akufo-Addo Aban no bobo aze ono oze bobo aze no pono onyi director but nde ake director ho obi onyi dem legacy dem aze no onyi ho oba pebi nda abadi was aba dem brain na Ghana ye crime scene biom any enyi ya ambulance some in the health sector somewhat through the instrumentality of the vice president and the digitalization drive agenda yin who the health services coupled with national health insurance in the year say childhood cancer one award the dialysis do in fact Rollins Nabredo Kufo Nabredo Atamos Nabredo Mahama 1 in the year one award the dialysis do abani tuamo nanso MPP Aban na do danko Akufo-Addo the digital ba womi wa ban mun nkrofo wa when kidney problem na childhood cancer oko hospital wotum washe ho and the national health insurance dam o mampin ina the mabren ina Ghana or a crime scene biom o mampin Mahama na ankasa Kwame Nkrumah zaadi bi bobo aza ina oko school one cran ne papa hu de oye papa into oko Tamale secondary school oko enjoy bi oye free senior high school.
We know before president then Oboko Tamale there was an incident that was why they were moved to Tamale and then he enjoyed the
because under the book by first coup d'etat ina onare ne kasa na na ka ache hede because of that incident na papa dan kwe unless beautiful for her mean
okay
dama on man pain the be ebosu wase a ame munu ya kwapia owo atodauda in there
atodauda yekru
yes
atunso ye dauda
say yin ho e ko be mesi kuma edu kro bi ofem bedu ina esan na ewuwem on the mabodu asemanso.
Oh, okay.
In the when your opportunity or prefect. Dama on my pain to the moment for banaba sabe munya ekuo kwesiwa. Only Wesley girls. Muna na ka also Wednesday girls. And can look on Wesley girls na disco naza. What shop of Land Cruiser would be so the poorest of the poorest couldn't have access to these schools. Ghana for more taxes and kete na do dan kwa Akufo-Addo ogigi is the woman ogi free senior high school them over 100,000 of urban when you the benefit nyankopon charge work robotics competition war outside the crowd working work first was the Ghana.
All right,
them of urban nan them adamant no your crime scene biom o man paying dada mahama no man paying mahama na ne time ine yenyimde a school for local school will train utility Amy Muwe University of Cape Coast under the leadership and the vice chancellor Professor Jenan Opukwadman nemutua water bill nemutua light bill Akufo-Addo na buy make masters nemutua light bill nemutua water bill the man ban why the business was Ghana for owa bring the wetuan in the war burden on your crime scene or your crime scene mama kind there meti the master mu fi o man pay mahama nenum na ehu mu sui na de chen me ya fasting then yankopon fa hem bone nchen o send there because of politics inti you tum ye hwenyi panenim na ya kasam investors are in the what you get was a Ghana there's a Ghana a crime scene akwamina say the nyina criminals by inference maybe so ana by inference ana yenye
okay
maybe so kwamina yedin komo by inference owo na ye brofo mu call LA local tell man come on to so into maybe so
I'm mention mu call DA
this way assembly into kwamina o man paying that no man paying mahama one can say onunti in the Christian Council.
Okay.
Work at in fact, a mistake. There is educational reform and for her. But on man paying Akufo-Addo na burden. Now I saw a crime scene.
But later they were caught and he apologized for it. That's it.
It's a small American. It's later. So why apology?
It was an oversight.
So on oversight.
Yes.
The man. There wasn't so good. No, on him the one wasn't so good. No making promises to them there. In fact, he will involve them in his council of state. In the council of state, he knows of the you do. But for the time, you know Professor Asante Entry.
All right.
The then presiding bishop of the Ghana Methodist Church. No, a member. In fact, Professor Atamas Nabredo in the so or software Akufo-Addo Nabredo no or software no one else of now wasn't say good what a catch or there in whole Ghana man way to one bomb pair moment Ghana according in there one pump from so for one no one palm and come my one no make the master
let us say let us say also na yete ninka wono okasa dima MPP but chairman an economy criminally managed. Now according to Richard Anyaba, when NPP was leaving office, gross international reserves $9 billion, more than $6.2 billion are being inherited, or equivalent to 4 months of import cover compared to 3.5 months of import cover President Akufo-Addo or inherited from your government in 2017. There is another one, economic growth return to pre-COVID level with progressive growth in the first 3 quarters of 2024, namely 4.8%, 7% and 7.2% respectively. Growth for 2024 projected to be 6.3, higher than 3.4 President Akufo-Addo inherited from President Mahama in 2017. Account balance improved in surplus of 2.6% of GDP compared to deficit of 6.6 of GDP. President Akufo-Addo inherited in 2017. Trade balance was surplus of 3.85% compared to 1.8 billion, 3.85 billion dollars compared to 1.8 billion dollars deficit at President Akufo-Addo inherited. Now with this let's say President Kade per what he has seen, the economy was criminally handled out. What does it mean?
Kwamna mamu famu brase nyanyizi mfenchia wetiefu. And yebobo brain seminum no be home.
Okay.
No be the kind of a man boyfriend yanyonu go him. Kwamna sometimes MPP from Magana from some of us yes we too much. On the day Jamaica there we need principles. Mama no rekese Richard Ayagba onwa na kwa na we siweji Richard Ayagba engineer wako various radio station and TV stations are working to kwetwa we exposing nzame dem Richard Ayagba kasa minjinizi kwa na yenya ha na Richard Ayagba kruya baka chen the free SHS right wabua nkofane nkofun doing is it now 5 what do you call it
the figures are 5.3 or so 5 years
wako what do you call it this an office nine or is it not 3.6 I'm saying you one kwamna yankwa na asam de baba asam na reckon there mama kakasa bi no here there mama kakasa na bisa mo there kwamna ayana reportage makasam na we call reporter sam na makan ayana nezibiaka mu nchobe baba mzako nyabuter mom me da say the issue is that the parent video wa ebobi na meeting the ampa mama kade Ghana or your crime scene na se video wa msoro nyizima Bobby mam Ebiana wedding or you seen in the context. Are you getting it? Are you bringing the video? Or
you come on.
Exactly. You see, my work out from my no position I was not barbarian. No one sounds awful fun and was a good massy. On your human deck. No one your juma a chima. When be some brother in there. Ossie, Mama Kade, and Zama will the criminality of it, or you're too much. Let me be some day. Akufo-Addo Babin 2016, and the increment of Amazon workers in Oyahin. If you can check that for me, because he checked in Oyahin, and Akufo-Addo is crying. You see, some of these things, Yarekasa, ye, man for politics. Na mbaka da what for to abamo wuti. Na ka fon ko fe gwa wo friend adwuma. Na kaka da adwuma ya fu. What will not contribute 23% or 25%? Once you know there, in this case about ya. Another man coffee, nyam start on him, economy. Now we catching the IMF. Our friend IMF. One could be dead, no one could be now. When you parliament and Kadamasani. It's really no one you are in for. IMF. One for them, I've been to IMF, ye, that's why IMF. Masako Kasa. Us COVID time. Women so free, women light free. Now you do free there we know. Women you tell light no ni offended. What a dollar. Me I'm coming with Akwa I'm with all due respect.
No, maybe I shall come.
Pocho. As you do so free. You know that is free. It's on record. Maybe I can say
Muko University in the mutual light in the water. But
that was what he said.
Manka COVID as some quote me.
That bend a queen this and a child on a water bill free. Tell me, you see, your budget radio da. Mommy and can some me and make himself. Emma, doko to the people whilst in the American or Yakuchi. because invest ma ko bi aba uncle ya buta basa kwa kata na maja e kan sambi na mutu makasa me din amute ya sam papa me teacher nyinti ma bofa me charge na se wente ya ayo ya me yaw ntaiti na sanso team invest nya ya ko bi na kwa ya masters very dog ya PhD and you know what you are talking about on an for university and I want to private university as what an institute free number no so university then what is going on there it seems like to break now coming now for sorry I'm gonna remember some of the blood of Kenny nyina mama kade in some way mu oh you good there yana papa akufado obe no pedo wash away the manzamanity of the office of what special prosecutor the bay to check all these things now come now moya mareho osima kuma the sky train Palugudam
kastlefm
cathedral PDS moke kamu na moke kamu na moya yo mpunyi de Palugudam musemu ya feasibility studies awoko tresika a yehu asompa wodi bofom nso Dr. Baumia obegina simpie do kacha ina de Palugudam wesi Hana abazo no ya reho when you realize there no in the Palugudam 1 year no abasa mo bakacha Ghana fo opaya ncho kacha inde obohwe ma Palugudam wesi amorokwa exactly. These are some of the things about America there. The rota away in economy and away in economy. Oh, you too much. The mismanagement was too much. Then Chobeden, now coming up. I promise Winyami. Don't Munina. Every sorry than I can. We promise on now and I mean, I want to you. Now say if you post a pedagana for Yamawa. What you need to do is that you need to come together. Young Yambra, be part of us. Young discuss a kafa suffering wabe. Sika yi to one. Na kwamina no nyesika ba. Nsu scam. Would you do swimming pool? Nanko foko woko gwan. So would you do when a number na ya chitona. Njebo to reverse scam.
Kastle FM 90.3.
It's not a matter of bone. Matraka academy semi. Dr. Baumia, oil for gold. Okay, see them. A Japan royalties. Okay, see them. How many more commission put you there? What's the banks for? I could see them no bank account. Why employing confined and coffee was in them? Say a cassa on your loan. But the ones who kasa or your law no question them pa wa tsawa wana benim onye wa bobra na the bank account na wonya 9 billion to survive ya fa 25 billion to destroy the banks. I mean, is it not mismanagement? I am that I will make a way again. I am that was sacking kofuma wo kogwe ifie ana nkofumba wanyaki ana Dr. Baumia promising no le beye juma magana fo wa ye fe wa ye ye aman sorry amen na ama ke bibido som bobo sada no be make sure the various stores no amen one over the sika
wakala wa mbabu siada
also mbabu sounds from Calvary road the limit reserved to road also one mbabu sadia and find road
okay
inti yan toss na overloss what do you call it regions no one over the disc no za ye road ye amen come here kwasha to ya we win mama wa franco parliament basa monso was when membre ogulu ya yawana wasi wadi ile bibilba na ile bi baba jenefi yankwa su nyina ma obia no down balance ni sorry oil stroke amre dansimo ba parliament ma boto aba and then yakena what she can is scenario aba na se kwa mejizi na se ken o MP na ya to aba bi na MPP forward na o da ya to aba mo what one policy bi ba ken one fly in mamba the margin yo wa hawa kwana yes ya kishanza one brand na one bank account to us because what fair no ya time ya buy what quite fear was the soldiers even Jinapo experience that and the Muslim mami yankasa yanyazi kwa mna obwa mama sida criminal wa ya nenyo soso etisha ma ora crowd ko ya former what do you call it auditor general them level osi aza wakan wa Ghana ankotinyi de ya ba enforce your law.
So chairman, won't it be good that what president also will only odi the mensemi ozi chuba
as the president
will yes yes
you see I'm the president come on member
chairman member ya betel we about you now and some us winning yanzi chichi yehu bi ono na wehu maybe the boost and everything offer that the white OUC no oyebe odo use is it also appropriate that president Obama yehu what he has seen on inter or did the mensemi atuga rather than yejunwa boboya you mean particularly what he has seen and then we are conducting and then whatsoever
come in our law CIA constitution it's only for committee there 1 year or say because it didn't mention when we post no what is the money down
so because of our oath of secrecy he cannot
exactly because when you open it come na sanu mekawa mutu mahwehwe kon be si mutra no how you getting it mutu mahwehwe kon be si mutra no so dey see because asem no possible we na one wa the court will prove no court what more court are you getting it it's in Jamaica na nkeka sama we see but mo wulu no say yemi kofi abo ya mani phone na kwamina na nchama kufuo Rollins ena na akufa ni na papa akawa wobo nyina kwamina ena oya 120 billion Ghana cedis Pama bocho kakufa de ne chairman na gotin wo za kwa botuma kakufa de ne za bro se busane pa bonu pa ne sedi yedwuma nchonya yen yaw cathedral sikaji ne sedi sia nchonya yen yaw ya wa cathedral Palugudam sikaji ne di sia ya wa palugudam
busane ogbe ma fa yen hwe
obe na kwame bo palugudam busan we zo maza kwame ya palugudam
oba ba chairman ntum sun kede bosia abanu the previous government ogbe no busia ogbe nya wa fa yen hwe so where is the money
say kumpa won bi sawona na kwame nya mwedi o intercept nkofa what is sikaji gugu what they gugu offended you offended offended you was 14 day what kind of then what about 16 day simba card each offended container thank you
but chairman you there answer na abanu bi abobusia and go through parliament when the reasons are okobobusia then parliament will assent to it before answer na busia no abanu tumabo
they didn't want to fast
oh it is not true
it's not true kwame na
obobusia parliament in yawe
okay it's not baby so the paluguda obobusia parliament no yawe ya so yawe as one can win onye committee and work on site bo wo we there paluguda msa no wonsi ya kwame na that's the point
parliament is aware of palugudam only thing work on site okun de ebia bibia ni one
exactly it's an yabakawa semi
so you can't say that parliament was not aware of palugudam or
whether parliament was aware or not aware was the project done with the money that they went for that loan was it done that's our question and then when you don't do that it is a criminal what do you call it issue because I just there must buy a radio station sikana wa mfanya radio station sikana sha yehu be mo she it is sikana wa yin awia na kwamina businesses here that punish me right and Jessica akeye Odona River. Once the Bombay Cambridge is a crab the cleaner city.
Sikaros and the and sent to me.
When you see the home, now somewhere everybody about far near Kishama, one about the 8 Sunday Razi in Kofu Bogana phone, Papa Kwamna. It's a serious matter. Hey, now one could see what's going to have time for you better than Scaffold to Bange. The Miss County to Via. Now I'll be simple crowd order. One comes so scary yango. The Miss County to Via. I bet it's a one fan Koban. That's a question that we need to ask. It's a better than also anything. It's my mom can me pay video on the man of brain no Quebec Ghana or your crime scene. I'm not kidding some way or your criminal. Which is true. But the reportage in what case did they? Mama say Ghana, na mama as a Kasaya Bafaba. Only the consequences of certain words will be user. I agree. If you're in Pokuna reporter, someone can maybe I'm our Canada. There must be this. But
have you listened to President Mahama on this issue?
Myself, I have not listened to the tape.
Oh, okay.
If not today that you are even saying those things are
that you have not.
We made mention of what they call it. Ghana is what do you call it?
Okay, so you made mention that the economy, I'll say criminal handling of the economy. So Mami play voice, you know.
Okay, play the tape.
All right, Mr. Haya Kastle 90.3 FM. Now, what's for message? Fabra 0244743143 0244743143. Yeah. Okay.
We set good targets to bring inflation down so that the cost of everything will come down. We set targets to grow the economy, to make things better. And when the cake is big and it's bigger, we will share bigger. We are proposing an independent enrollment committee. Colleagues, we know we are your natural allies, and we've worked together for many years. One thing that is a cardinal principle for us is to tell the truth at all times. We all knew the economy was in crisis, but some of the things I'm discovering myself, it's been a criminal handling of our economy. And Ghana is a crime scene, actually, because how a government can have been so reckless, I cannot understand. But we're faced with a reality, and our options are very few. We can behave like the ostrich and hide our eggs, and we've worked together for many years. One thing that is a cardinal principle for us is to tell the truth at all times. We all knew the economy was in crisis, but some of the things I'm discovering myself, it's been a criminal handling of our economy. And Ghana is a crime scene, actually, because how a government can have been so reckless, I cannot understand. But we're faced with a reality, and our options are very few. We can behave like the ostrich and hide our heads in the sand and let the economy crash. But then what effect will it have on Ghanaian households and everybody? And so I told him, I said, cut expenditure as much as you like.
All right, so that was President Mahama. And the chairman say auntie, I had to play the voice for him. Nah, what?
Chairman,
so maybe
I was on floor.
Yes, I know. But I want us to make it clear that on your misrepresentation, the writer did.
Contest. Come on, to use word here. Word has a meaning, but you look at the context. You look at the context of the word. He is talking about the crime scene of our economy, not the entire Ghana, which is the crime scene.
Yes.
No, masa. Oh, mama kasa mpocho.
All right, Chairman, first one.
Oh, no, it's what I'm saying is that the person was speaking about our economy. Is there maybe our economy and confirm where we are? Don't you know the president? Oh, Jano. Special prosecutor, and you were supposed to even fish his people to the special prosecutor or the prosecutor, and one from the one 1 year. He was making reference to the economy, not Ghana as a whole. Are you getting it? So it was a contest. Some of them in front of him. No, about putting my Ghana phone and I'm say Ghana or your crime scene. Damn, you have to we are talking about the economy.
Yes, the economy.
Exactly.
Chairman,
that's a contest.
All right.
Chairman, on the NDC ideological and propaganda school, say, okay, Chairman, there or a reportage. Son and then point say we will soon obey. Oh, Chairman, it's in no, you miss reportage. No one Canada. Now, saying, how do you defend it? An honest, a pious man who said there, as in been say, into Kakwamina, Boba man son may say, never may a chill the request. Meanwhile, you have defended there. You put one cancer man. Afe Ibrahim no say in a name. Also, it's in the contest.
I requested.
In the chamber, it's no. Also, in the contest. No,
So, chairman requested for the voice. Let me say, on Kasa because now me future voice no. But I had a voice, so now me say on Kasa. Yes.
Now me admin. Now me the in fact, oh yeah, sama. Okay, I had the video, but I'm pay them more because you go be an okay there. Oh, you're doctor. He said it. Come and tell you, it's a chairman on say video, on say the master man, but also, oh, you miss reportage. You for non 20, since you also in a contest, come na, make us there, Ghana yezitu. Make yezitu. I spoke in terms of the economy. They about to scare, but also Ghana is Ghana's worse. Present or past? Kwame Najibano, present or past?
Also, Ghana is a crime scene.
Present or past?
Present.
Who is the current commander-in-chief of the Ghana?
His Excellency John Dramani.
It is a Ghana crime scene. Who one was the Damba?
Said because of the state about economy. State no about so reverse it.
Since you are president, it's Ghana is. So it means that you are supervising a crime scene. Also contest now the
so based on the economy.
It's in there. President catcher there. New speech writers. One more president no kasa or use ambiguous words. Into Chile catch Nancy and suddenly yaka for dictionary ni about him be of coming in front of chain it's honorable before now some more kind about the collapse and the sales of the bank also it's even President Mahama State of the Nation Address 2016 also the banking crisis started under his watch in a way inject this car no one say in advice the way inject more wabra will consolidate one them man yen na who cause some biom I said it here some time ago I will say it again bank kura in the oil Ghana pension for Oscar room in Metal Bank what time of 40s 90% 90 million but we had first rank South Africa we had Fidelity Bank no worry inject 174 million no one my pension for now what on washes and what on was someone will retain 23% one farmer one was more 40s are my Ghana pension for no washes and one will be ala before Oba Bakache no them banky you knew it it's na who cause some one or corporate with this issue. So my pay Muhammad I can't hear the Ghana banking crisis and all started one time. Also starting on his own consolidate also more. No who there chairman Otibofo now what's there what kind of consolidation or check the way but in the Jester Motors in an old Kawana or start to that was when you license
Quesindum the bank or consolidated with Watch Bank.
Quesindum
I'm asking about
no Kasa yeah specific yeah you knew
which bank
Kwabena I can Bank of Ghana report. In fact,
we met those banks in or consolidated bank.
Yeah, discuss wahada. Yeah, discuss wahada. The Bank of Ghana one report. who the in Zama be called on your right, you knew it. You knew it. On pocket the interview papa no kede o and na banners in the cow and no so be no cow. Only the mention of
contractors.
Only to that capital requirement na as in when but you knew the bank no so yen Zama be when you schedule was if I don't want us to meddle in because the obedience can one or na akoma wo.
Yes.
Nti ya the men sabe me pede muku but Bank of Ghana will report awards ben yen na ya kenkane. Enti why wo anoma konde our time and is this question me bi mu ye ma anye die mo ba pay na wa jatum asana betina ha no different kwabe na biom
Fesimam yanko
biom chairman all kasa no o say emi mukaka covid na no one sub but on ba pay Mahamanara abo ko UK ko US okay in the lecture he alluded to the impact of COVID on African nations. Didn't he? Wanka, this is open secret, okay? It is reported. The impact. All appeal to the industrial world there. One more rich, no more Africa. But the maker there. Say it on Kuntumpo there. Would the Safiari now the reality has dawned on him. It can't change there. Sebi. There is Bana was in a secondary school fund. Sebi from my work cramming and I don't be a from my cramming. Never a billion year. That is what we are looking for. I see. What's what decide you, Chairman? What's what decide? Let me miss this question. Oh, the sale of oil merchant, was it subjected to oil court approval or what?
What question did you ask?
Yes, the sale of merchant, was subjected to court approval and.
Do you know that Merchant Bank on 3rd April 2017 there was a Yoko investigation on that?
Okay.
No, I'm also. Do you know there was a Yoko investigation on that? If you like, Google and see. I can send you the report. Sepedi Yoko, the details of Merchant Bank. I can send you the report. Even if it was subjected to a court approval or PPA another way, I'm telling you there. Law is common sense.
All right.
Obi more 174 million. Obi more 90 million. 75%, 90%. We return 23%. If owner to was not one honor. Come on, the sister, the rebel in the manner, look at them, must be this oppression. It can be honor.
The highest bidder.
The highest bidder. Into honor. Say. And more than a young point there, Damanzaman, Emmy, Biwa, Bank is Kassaman, Mr. Keshe, who was in a bank and why you want them into America. Now, Maso, because Moko one and emotional. And to that, Yakasa also that Miss Kakum, how? It's not Miss Kakum, because at the time I invest with that bank, I didn't know they didn't have Bank of Ghana license. All right. And they were not deposit taking institutions.
Saving it was a saving institution.
Yes, only to make a choice. It's a make a choice. Remember, it's a make a banking crisis. Because we treat them as Obia Nabazi, Mizi. Only to them making mention of there was a Bank of Ghana.
All right.
There will be more work also. There will be more what you want license because Zana war yen no number Canada.
All right. You know when you bring po akwa to atosia no woni enimo bia woye sika wodemo want to revamp their banking I mean what do you do for Monday what them Chairman, my board of few minutes for Rebata.
I think I'm a brother. I'm a catcher at oil casa on your Seno or Sunday. It's a banker, right? We need license from Bank of Ghana. so we'll consolidate one. It means that the Bank of Ghana will help them to pay 1 hour one count a BBR. That is the reason why they use that 25 billion or whatever it is. I'm coming. It's a quesindom. I had another some court, quesindom the bank or on your license. I had another some court in my way the bimbo won't tell this command.
Oh, but so one kind of quesindom in license.
Oh, but he's but no. There
was no way I occurred the quesindom in the bank on your license.
Making logical argument here. My issue is that quesindom the bank no can one hour consolidate here now. One come. No quesindom the bank why that no consolidating. Why my question? Are you getting it? It's all that some now court. In the way they were mafia quesindom. In a wawa basam in some in were reckless. What say man no? It's a quesindom said be all but charge but the interest is a car as a more ya or don't ban your trebi or don't ya. Okay, COVID asam. Aquama, ya wa. And auditor general back at chain dead by the report. The COVID now or Ben Yenye Skawa Munani, Sika Mohammed go work a free bay. But what do you call a Greek bank? Woman in Ska, Mother, and you don't assess woman in Scano. Yenyan for some free COVID home, you be said there, the Missican over him. Ma, water, a balancas of the chain for free in a library of the chain free. Walk on me a more. What's a Google Parks? What catch you Kumasi? In a chubby, no one can cross it from family. The Missican will make account to Chawana. Auditor General, and you coming now with a winner, Ghana for so. When we have crap was into a library on your tablet, I was made free. We paid. It's the one for a couple of pedoca train. The means the men of my lawyer and I will home. I'm on $100 cap. The young coffee. And Corona was our money. Also, na samara kame manikabe rebo yakitami kakra yenda 120 days o ministers no cry yende yo yes say ya reset ya review na ya chichi atasa nkofo bokoje basa amna e wa beti
Nko boko jail.
Come through. Basa. Come now. And some are coming away. Share people from the public. What for you? No more. My wife and one Ghana man.
What do you call Tambin and Crab? Exactly. Let us see. So we are all waiting for that day. And one hour we invite my president Kenyano. Something will come out of it. Because Ghana full of regime. That would want to see what will happen. All right. For our message in Libra 0244743143. Now, men can be this thing 0244743143. Okay. Yes, he must have representation, but if he refused to come to court to defend himself, the judge will use the prosecution case to determine the case. So it means now until he has been charged. So one charging you can't prosecute an army chairman. Exactly. If you don't want charging, you can't prosecute. Yeah. And can be too, but he has to be charged. After charging us, when no representation, then court in between will grant and all. And so my brother, I agree with you, but my maker he has to be charged. One charging in there, unless the lawyers will come and then tell us. Indeed, why won't Ghana be a crime scene while Sisi Adapa has stolen Bola money? NPP collapse Ghana. Okay. Sisi Adapa can one can be a Bola Sikao. So until there, I mean, it should be proven otherwise for that one the special prosecutor so case anymore. What tell you the man Yoko So until the fact will come out, you know, you know, I mean, I went to me and Kadoye, or many sika, another contract about the man, and sika no could be them, and for that, and you hold that one for that. I see.
National service there.
National service.
You are near more than crime scene.
And say I want to one you want to know.
What's it
that the report is inaccurate. Until you show me record.
Exactly.
Until you show me record. Na all right. Ebisa yeriko yeneni. Baba mo hwe ma waba WhatsApp ade na info na yambo ni tiwo. What did Akwa say? He did not pay utility fee in university. Which year did he go to the university? Those of us who went to university in 1994 even paid academic facility user fee. Stop the untruth. State of the Nation address will come and we will see the criminality of the management of the economy. This one is from Nana. All right, Nana Medasi. Richie K. Good afternoon, I'm Richie K from Abra Cape Coast. It seems like when government heads of institutions spend or mishandle government assets, they are just left unpunished. Why should this be so? If I'm working for private entity and I use their assets without accountability, will I go scot-free? Sometimes I don't understand why MPP members and MPs still defending this crime scene Mahama perpetrated. The construction site for the National Cathedral, does this seem $58 million for them in reality? These politicians are something else. Richie made us say, Kweku Francis, a confi it is almost a month. The NDC government started sacking public sector workers, and their only reason is that NPP did same in 2017, and they are revenging. Yet they are not able to provide us with a single letter from Nanado sacking nurses and teachers, just like we are seeing today. I have a simple question for the NDC. From 2012 to 2016, Mahama as president placed embargo on employment. So who did he even employ for Nanado to even sack them? Also, teacher could you tell them, are they going to arrest all board members? It was approved by the board. The laughable thing is that the CEO who signs and issue checks is left the hook. Thank you for standing strong and showing unwavering solidarity with Honorable Professor Amiyewe Kumfi. Your support has truly inspired, and together we will continue to uphold truth and justice. Our vulnerable father is safe and kicking. The fight is not over, but with unity we shall prevail. The battle still remains the Lord's. Ninsoniza Ozi Aba Easy Osene Mahai Waso Hai Nibi Afabi Aramba. Alright, so the finance minister also the government of the day will contract Akrowa Akodo Oboshim and Sana if payment has to be done. Why? This was in response to an allegation that waitress Kebiama Honorable Kennedy in Japan that he said it is not true. We are doing a comprehensive review of all contract and payment requests to verify legitimacy. The finance minister. Chairman, 5 minutes, Yanko.
Kwamina.
Esi yembo with the cocoa root issues in Ibiana.
Kwamina, man, I'm the young MP before a position when you meet now. Wawa Benimupa, why you bonono. A kakra still they try to defend the wrong. And see what Peda was a assembly, why was it good at 2 force in any massy. Why ya 1 year Juma OSP obey Baka, our friend and Azi there at 2 forcing. Emma, no one came. Ma Attorney General Okugune Nimasi Poto.
Okay.
Emma Zina. The issue is that Atwa Babaka, only a kede. So Obi report Asama Obiaka, and Shenye Yan Waki Biaka. Kwamna, because I'm talking about there. One up one started with Yango Africa. Are you getting it? Exactly. Contracted their own trip because I don't want to share reports in our own pay there. Or Safata. That the Missikana Wakanda was the contractor, Sikawono. Or the Wutia, and I and the Wutia. I wonder, Ato, when it comes to economics and finance, Charlie, pardon your doctor, were I'm sorry, Keke, because why you be that? Why you deputy that? Because the son never trace Kebi. Next, nebi will be so there. Why they trade the miskana? About some never can. If that told her, most work or court. Inti whatever be the case, you know, Sakat now as the main is a maybe war area or the you careful. Inti in Kofun war found what allegation what I say yankada ataye. If you wake up to scan Zamanana Yanko for a which is not true. Waba out, Wabaka. And say, best say, you know me. Mamma won't can some what the bed tarnish in Kofu an image. I mean, the mazin, as Yama on Yamade. So that was the Yamana walk and I saw you one down. Mamma one yet. That is why it is good and to research into something to get an evidence before you come out to speak. Are you getting it? In Terrible and in Panaka on Yedemi. And when you move Guasia, when you make Guasi, now why are you on point to the social media? So one con was who no going upon or reply here. In Chabin Babakada, as some no Coranches, Yamba out in Macade, or Yanokora. So I mean, Chelsea, Baba out, Abacanokora. Into the monk often say our evidence. And they can even send it to appropriate quarters. Now why investigation? Sa to endo tiano wetia. No to no to mabasa. Because Ghana man embrane as a yuma. And I must believe in there be enforce your law. To them at them revo akana. Because you to me enforce your law now. And will be a position don't kaye yuma bia or be careful. Because there should be some examples. Or they are said, but obi obatina office bia went to me your account one tally where Juma was a man or do to prosecuting paprono. Why the man? Wabenya office na when your positions na waboshi yensi kasamuye mami nawo and what do you call it Mr. Agri ye tum ye yentam for me what can it kra yentam pa na ezefra na yan so kra atoyen am assisting my fefe am mami no no ya ko market ye kazigwa si edisika kakra be krampa ye botum ye zigwa ye zakofie me yanum banum ana ye na busuafo we tum we za wobenya asomdwe na nije na watum no so za bombra ana na yehwehwe banya de eya yedam a onfa kwan yes one ato forcing or your focus or your juma mama rebu juma won som na won bompa because we Ghana fo won kan hu there's a Ghana say a oboye nyina ye native
into on your payment bia
you know no why payment about amaka on your payment now but check in Japan come in
yeah
what overpay no
nko abaka
aba Naja on your president on that.
But if why execute a contractor legitimately he has to be paid so there is nothing wrong with it.
When I heard about the matter, I asked myself there, okay, Japan now I'm gonna contract to be on the hotel kawana. Because the woman now your kade on the contract to be our
yes.
If you're then woman contractor on them to do the Ghana for the coordinator. Into some no question pa and trying to discuss him. Because in the first place, you know, Papa na wait now akada woman contract bia. Enti sabano wa ma contract bia. Encha mesa kwan mobon. Do kan je man palugu dam don ye. Na we si palugu dam de wie. Oda abanu tumtua ne kon abanu ntuma ntia. Nto abada ma ama no do. Ba bia sike bia aba na ma ama etua man. Otedama ana onti dem. Onti dem.
But I asked a question that this review and then you know the cocoa roots issue Nibiana.
But come now, we are serious. You see, On the Ghana for the one with the difference between MPP and NDC.
Okay.
You see, me say the mama na bani yama kwamna. Me say a bobonsim yama is our mama.
It's early days yet.
Why is it that we are not going to give the man the time to reset this nation for us?
Okay.
Obi the 8 years old. She mess our course. Obi on 22 months in po. 120 days in Pondri. But Ghana if we are prayer papa penalty. Excuse my language. No. Although you're not in coffee, no. As if you want to reason na yeye. Ne konumpo. E bonde be jina no kwano. But it won't be man no kwano.
Oh, but that's
so wabuta.
Okay.
And I want you to tune kokwe. Ema.
Okay.
That's it.
Hey, yakwa. Baba also 5 minutes now. Yeah. Baba.
Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Obia. Baby Obia Bajo Boba. Kwame na.
Yes, sir.
Sekede Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Obia okede. NDC fu binu wo ho wankankan. Bim so ho wankankan awantase. Na ma ka cho de dam padisi. Chairman no man. Enye ho rizagura na aye de ehu Yesu ano na ewo ahoma bi a yezechi nkokọ wonan. Nti zit one wa afa bro no kwar. Na epede echi na ne maame ne ba na etwene na nkakra anka. De bia ma ka cho de amenyi ho hia I don't throw all my arsenals out. Today my CC chairman oye crime scene bia we hu de sana onya za wo ka hye na nu. Kwame na ami me ka cho de. Kwame na I think 26th January 2025. I think Joy News or City. SRC president of University of Ghana. When you can say in a Dr. Margaret and Kumapoku, they said that they are increasing the whole fee to I think 3,000 or 3,500. And the reason also money there, one, the cost of running the horse. 2, the revocation of utility paid by the government. So then the students have to pay. Nyam na America obi a test who no catch. She should go back and read. They don't read. In some was in Zama to WhatsApp platform that don't take it, think lime and hookah. Go and make your checks and read. If I'm wrong, I will admit it. But at least I heard the interview. I heard Dr. Margaret Amankwa Opoku. I heard the.
Now, say your master's in here.
Pamina, remember, I heard him.
So, Mama, you use what in your for the example.
Let me catch you there.
Your master's in
University of I didn't pay utility.
Okay.
I didn't pay utility. KJ, University of Cape Coast. What but first year? Nanadu Dankwana Bredo. Utility is paid by the government. I'm telling you for a fact.
Which year is that?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Must say, Mama research work. Co-university under the administration of Nana Adudankwa Akufado. It is between the range. Hey, Mpochomba, Chairman, Mamukasa. Hey, I'm coming now.
Yes, sir.
Me, I don't have problem with the wetua ne kawa na ontua ne kaw. But says the kokomoti kwe ya. Was the sutana was your then? Was it your kwan? Was it biara na no ye ebien no. Nipa ko na ye de on pedo kanu kwar. Kwam na moboa. Obia na no ye ebien no on pede o kanu kwar. Atofo sinara ne nsem bi a wakeka na nkofo kede ebe na nzama akeke na ndere ye bi the way to you on to you many problem because as the finance minister or wadam power no kwame na moboa yes or wadam power no but atose on to you mom na what your review of all the contracts chairman moboa into what to me a review of contracts Chama is brim yenzen komo. Where you show?
Yes.
In the 2017-2018, and Shishoma where at 2 would do the press conference there, the government as our orient on ye, but in there at 2 Shishom no ye. Mamu ready the report. Remember, Kwamina, Mamumo report. Do I have it? It is Ministry of Roads and Highway 4th quarter report. I wasn't my at least the 3rd quarter was 2016, and then the 4th quarter was in 2017. Ministry of Highways were a comprehensive review of all roads. In fact, I remember there the time I man paid that Mahama oye cocoa roads now. What is it in Kwana Cocoa board? Warrior be Chama Mubwa. It is a man pay be another abafu free ba. No way a review of contractor in the aturi be, but in can not to son yet. Oh no, Magana for Atunu the double mark.
The issue is that Nipan or customer or kind of contest too. So they said a process
in easy more easy Kasabi. Mama time I can be.
And if you're young,
now them time
can offer can offer an answer me. If your process I wasn't for them and not too forcing them or can they the more can I for them on yet. But it doesn't mean the reviewing of contract in your crowd.
Until I Mama time I'm more. Nagana for who Musuban the true color of the umbrella. It's in there at 2 Ibakwan or the Fado any review no. At 2 Ibakwan or Fado any review no.
But I took one off for any review and maybe I say yeah Mazoka about Ghana Zoko. If I a project I radio station. Okay, radio station. Yeah, the men's as a boom. As a would be biaba. What cost of a in as a bar? Maybe I have shared this as a TV.
Yo, now, now, don't quack the time and I want a review of the road contract on Wayne then.
Oh, maybe a biana.
Thank you, God. I knew he would come there. Also, maybe international.
No,
I'm coming out. Miss Emu, 7 years software.
In cash and come.
Coming out. Me software. I knew that's why I love law. Questions I will be solved. It's Baba. Also, maybe until at that time, on you sure of the processes.
Okay.
No, I'm not sure, but I do need.
Chairman also on sure, but maybe those in the hem of our friends.
So, Mamu Kodo, yes, Mamu Kodo, double standard. I'm coming now. Into Babo, Chairman Oni, me war. Motumeza Monarch and can Obiape on Kakan.
Last minute, Wako
Obiapa on Konon Kakan. Inti. The chairman or can, in fact, I knew there where you review no some of the contractors Krano admitted with the road and highway committee on parliament to reduce their contract sum.
Yeah.
Into 1 year review, remember, into someone year review that in Kagana aban or two the miscan. But at that time, at 2,000, and is it Agbaja was the ranking? Was it Agbaja the ranking?
Yeah.
Yes. Held a press conference for parliament today. Azina the map abanere no onyambra. Aza select committee na pobimu kan mwaye was abrahone onyambra. But in there, NDC abredo no. What a review of contractor, what a auditing, what you share NSS in Zimbabwe ono ye. The double standard, the double math. Onunti na make sure de hu. Nipa biara na sam ye be ona make de baby ananado. Ena baumye wo bia no nyankopon riyi NDC fo wodo ahatew na nyankopon me oh me ba me you want me pack cho dem any da ina onye inde oye onu no man pain we make promises there oh me ba me say we tues no won tues no I'm not interested but I to say
there's going to be a review of contractor.
But
there is a new government into contract to be ordered. So, come be a review.
Messi, where you are now won't you on your master. But I to say on Tuesday. My end of whole Messi, I to say on Tuesday. Into many counter evidence. Into me, I to Zenedo.
Okay.
And also on Tuesday, no more review, and I'm basing my argument on the review. There. So review near Papaza at that time. You criticize the government. Chairman, that's what I'm catching there.
May I say, all right, Ebusama Mumbai Homanuntum. Now, on Subri, be your first then be my best way, best saver. With best way, it's your better. You are assured.
that bet no go through. In Bimpo Fitness, Betway, Bayon Bibiamo, na Enya Usikana. And with Betway, you are safe. Betway, get way more. 0244 408 046 0244 408 354. Good evening.
Good evening, Minister Man.
Could I bro for you do? Me too.
Yo, where they met you, better and you know. Feminia. And this for the and then one more. She what you misika. That time na President Mama, no advice. What you misika ya late Professor Moss. That's a more omuntiano. So omu rasie etuai. Let's see President Mama, obey President. Abai. And you want some bet me, I had the that doesn't mean sa 24-hour economy no. Se si anko for ya, yes, almost your modi. Almost or the 24-hour economy now. President Mama say, or no say, obey no. Now no I for about causes of more and I got for ya. I don't know no for a 24-hour economy for no count. And this is for the minimum dada. It is not your baby be at the board, my concrete Ghana.
All right. That's it. Could you, Master, may I say 0244 408 046 0244 408 354 0332097277 0332097278. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Okay, are you ready? You are ready. Good evening. Hello, good Jennifer. You too. I'm now swear. All right. All right. Okay.
Hey, I know for better for worse, so Kastle FM, from bomb.
Now, what can I get 2 weeks away to go? Now, what I'm going to check, remember, if you're a person, young person with 8 years in your position on your work, you could share the beautiful. Now, what's the NDC for your American country? I'm not a year, but someone with the NDC. You will mean your son, you might think, can you might trouble. I had done a year, not the ever to do, as you can never won't break them. That's what you shouldn't be person, as a 1% simple, or your papa, which will be down one. Into 1 month in a few. Now, once I show review them 50%. Who piano day washer, or your papa not family of 100. Yally, and I
feel up.
Yeah, on them politicians, war pointing more face. No, and I didn't know. Obey to know the Gangalia way, them cook now. Obo coffee. Check. You tell what to have anyone. 1, 2 up there. 1 or 2 up and a wire concert. No, I hear you concert to the Malu. The new bill never come to what to up.
Kastle FM 90.3. Heavy.
All right.
Young boy,
okay. All right. Yabe Kawasu. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, yes, man.
Uncle Alaji.
Naam, salaam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam Alaji.
Yes, man.
Alaji.
Ghana for ya do yamano. Ghana for do yamman. Yekede yamman okoyenyim. Se sa abanance sa na kayenyim de. Mpanyinfu bi hyemani ma wo bo mani abo. Anakatreda na yetreda. Ete Ghana be kwa kota munemu twe na yebede ni yeyi ho. Enwa amune bi omune nsuta tedama katigesi. Mpoto su wo mu. Ekesema na aka. Na hwana obetwe pe. Champagne for was it to many sicano. Champagne for was it to many jumano. Painful professors and the doctors and the them masters nazi. Sabi, yin in the day. ya mun payin fo ka tantance zama ama Ghana akwanin obande na sadu sa sika po bayira anade nzama bi wankoye ya na yenyimide abofo bi onyimanyimize no onyanyimize no ono no tume sayaze magoye ni ye ya payin fa Ghana ye wapa wo mo hwemma ne Ghana association do na manu kunenyim mama fo mo nye adwuma ya abeta de payin bi adwuma okada no na wa flood payin bi adwuma okada no na wa flood na mafama so wonye de Unun pay fun put which a bono to the minimum form of 1 year. Ejesuman, and man Ghana for your dagunase. And BBS MPP na wabai once someone, and this no bubble one year, your best someone. Then ya sharing man a corner buffer Ghana book on you, Madame Sure.
Terabaso, but I say good evening.
Good evening, Uncle. Uncle, I'm from where?
I'm Admiral Papa.
Uncle, and I'm Yancy. Uncle, Pacho, but Media Kakamo. Because Ghana ya ho chie na yewu komo de na komo kunye na ye do ba any 10%. Everybody I give you my watch and that be.
All right. Good evening. Hello, good evening. Oh, I don't know. Okay, I mean try or better menka. Good evening.
Good evening, Uncle Amina.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Dawood Mekese Fiabra.
All right, that would mean too.
Uncle Amina Pocho, na say President John Dramani Mahama crime scene Ozika. Because money yeta share Obaba Siko Guni Dame. Share what is so 58 million Ghana to the Kisi Cathedral. Abadino you see here. That's a man paying who the margin in an or MPP for no problem here then. See, Alano, you're better chinko for Papa Pepi. Now, the call me on the communicators, once more working in there, the margin in our own Kisaga. Now, what you know, the man now go to Hosa. Only to the Ghana for what you what to about over 2 million was against one. It's your mamma or by Yama Ghana for pay. Ama Ghana for him, what and I bread. Madasi.
Pastor, but I say, hey, Mr. Dumu, where you know, Dumu radio, no, I need to Minkasa, Edumia, and Abambio 0244408046 0244408354. Good evening.
Good evening. Kwama.
Eh, be mame.
I mean, I am in a media. I'm sorry, I'm in a mama. Maybe a radio no more.
Now, when I've been in. Oh, Yenzi.
Me no, I am.
What are Yenzi Como?
Oh, men so. Kwamana.
Abba.
Baby, I'm a member because Major Munshaba University. No, son of me, feed them chase banana. Wabla Mutia tax. It's a tax. You wait, man, that's why Excellency Gondra Mani, Mamma Day. Okay, the maid no good sorry. Now, Madame Uncle, fear. What are all the crime scene? Say a cast come. Turn away as comers for Ghana. Turn in a wabas come Ghana. 6 pa. It was 8 years. 8 years away from Ukraine. Share, come in now, globe, especially in your market women. In Zango. No, the other town I can know university. When she is Nanado Nado, when she a water bill, when she like this. Only uses no minister. Only no minister. The master put in your house on a metamaka. His Excellency, yes, and put to pack. Yana taxpayers money, you teach any as my 8 years ago, Wabas Nukwe. Now, you put over in a quarter, would be alano, or a kind sin, Tony is coming here. Oh, yes, sir. All prosecute one more people because we are before. She said, "One minute, man. The man when you see power, why start empty on the phone? Why start war fraud and we your phone so do? It is a 1 million year make a clear. The man, you know, most maybe check on my own campaign. I'm a matter.
Matsi.
Maybe check on my own campaign. Why are you playing the woman there? After I do the go phone on the parent, come on, I'm sure. No, what fraud. I send the means I told it's a baby chase come. I had a campaign now. I had the man if you power. I
didn't know what did I do. No, what I bet.
You know what?
Said, I've been away from that. Cause say
one last 4 years.
Cause say aye.
And so within them 4 years, we started the maximum. It is that. Why you come on election of crown pono? Say anyone now, and so what may be for US.
May I say. Now with this fraud AED, and to me, about no, it's a normal fraud, you know. Oh yeah, and we feel that the matter that I mean, yeah, you know, what the in one way or the other, and see AED doesn't relate to 0244408046 0244408354. Okay, I'm picking this one here now. Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, Uncle.
Yes, sir.
I'm Pacho, Umpume.
Yamiadumo, now, sir.
Pacho, honorable.
Honorable, you too.
Pacho, Miss Lisa, 24-hour economy, our car. Because, yes, Miss Fubio on our board. If you work, washing 1 hour. Yes.
All right. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Mr. Kukubo. Papa Pacho, me too. Yamiadumo, Pacho, one swear. Ejuma da say.
Kaje ba fa wa ide. Ba jama ya wa ya. O ba ze ka kasi. Ne wa li wo ni wo ya. Ni so ba ka ni. Aga ka no so ti ka yo. Kana ro ko so be wa. Wa za se da. Mama kaje ya president there. Oh, what one bad. I'm saying one bad for 1 year. Okay. All
right. All right. Okay. Yes, that's Mr. Kukubo. All about Ijano do Benito Casa. Mr. Kukubo. Good evening, last caller.
Good evening, Uncle.
Yes, sir.
Uncle, Mr. Ebese call say one. That's right. Omo fra one. You ma you what you talk am say when you about.
Into me yin free mono because
anya no kwa mo 31st na be say na sana be yin ban. Want to boys down. Ah no more yin omo yin so enti yin akama.
All right.
So program pen futie pa.
Yes.
If am yin to program me can be engine. Of program no part mesra ai.
Okay.
Obana ahwe won kasa ne na kwati won nye wana wati wana ma wati wona da onye kasa pa ma wati wona wozin
okay
or party bonizin money party ni say MPF make ma wati wona obi ni kuna obi ni ba South Masia.
Right.
You also give chance for other to call also use power words on others. Yes sir. Yes sir. Program for 40 so one of the one so what and work kasa nya say ma won frɛ for the two program na pa.
All right.
I'm sure.
Yeah, me sure was so baby. Okay. All right. Ebusa ya ntumi for Fubia bio. Is this one yeah, sorry, yeah, call. Which court under Mahama has sentenced any appointee by the Nanado government for John Mahama to say the country through the management of the economy is a crime scene? When we say Mahama speaks in our people think it's an insult. Okay, Uncle Sam. Right now, Mahama one job 3 people, 3 shifts has changed to 1 job, 1 go home. Sam, that's it. Mr. Ross, these NPP people, what is their problem? Ghanaians workers know that Nanado and Baumia have destroyed the economy. That's why they are not complaining about the 10% on their salary. Uncle Sammy in Tranoa. Kindly read this for the sacking of the new workers. The majority leader of parliament stated emphatically on Friday that the transition team warned the past government to hold the new recruitment because their term of office was almost due in order for the new government to assess various recruitment. But they overlooked upon their request and went ahead. But in his statement, he said they warned them if they go ahead and do so, the only option is to reverse all recruitment after 7th December. All right. Kamera, the army should use helicopter to bomb the illegal miners. That will be better. I will tell him, Brim. Hey, Okobomb one pa. Ebia, Nimpa is sudo ye.
illegal mine and kind of bomb ni bi ankara wa kaka ni bi. Enti yenya yenya abotar. You able to do sir. Aye. Yenya you join forces together, we speak against we push the government to do the right thing. The right thing will be done. But that's bebre. Chairman, we are off. Yanko, just a minute.
Okay. Angamna.
Chairman.
Master munya no minyina de. Yenyina e benya abotar. Because I'm sure ye my party ti dem de bia amakan. Ozi ye denyim kana. Eba radio dum pona kasa. I'm sure ni akasa kasa bia na chire nu. Nso me nya abotar na ye mbom na ye make sure there. Ya bo bompa ya ma president ni leaders na we yi wanen. Dem mazaga na for peda wo ye no. We botum wa ye na Ghana wa for ntempe fra. So anya dem za ye begina radio do ye begina ya kasa kasa. But I will also pray there. We'll push them to do what is right. Me, I believe in it there. So be yazi. No, nyano kwanadwa. Ode tumuka no sasa. I'm the type of mama. I always speak there. The right thing must be done. Yeah. When I will talk about it. If you like, cut my head. Because a chinebi, that's a semi basis. Be mami ye jumana. Na will lay an offer or become. Are you getting it? Exactly. And as I bear na so am woman na obaka nyinara. Nti we must all come together in as much as there ya wo emane me bi mo wa wona so ezin. Ere kampo de mo ye bibin. Obakwa akaye. Atima American ya say. Nti ya basre obanyina yenya ye to abawi a move away the partisan politics. Mabana bapa wenti mo nyimpo na America ana me ya suma mabani awodi azori na onye mo push am nyanyima benyimnyam ya konedama. I don't think that it will help all of us, but going forward we should come to that. We work as
name the market ya chichiman.
Okay,
emi akwa na de bia maba mo studio ha maka chi ode asem bia anyi ho ameka minyi source a mim de oye contentious amaka kwam na moboa
yeah
mo batina every time asem bia mo be chairman mo batina asem bia meka bia mo ma source 2019 2020 bisa wo bane de okọ secondary school wenzi sardine da mande kwame na so ma a secondary school sardine.
Don't take my contest wrong.
You made an assertion.
Don't correct you. Messi. What's it? And the word is ideal.
Into your own America.
Oh,
no.
You see, if you are back at our casa, I'm into you.
Mercasa, I'm a man in see. In the bomb, what's it? Which means inference. Damrena Bazin Quad, Winzy, or your language, Mobwa. What's it? Maybe Pocho. What's it?
But maybe if you understand, you did language.
Pocho, my
linguistics.
Chairman say, Monchi Ghana workers, Wadwin Jinado, 2016. On my pain that Mahama, in on my pain Mahama, in this warfare Bemin. Ghana public sector workers would you hokawahin. Chairman Kachem na mankan chairman boa. Fair wages and salary. The Ministry of Labor and Employment in all 10%. In 2017. Okay. Remember, chairman. I have given you Kwamina.
Chairman, you didn't see.
Kwamina, Mama and Source are hen. In 2017, it was 12.5%. 2017, 15%. Oh, chairman, I have. Why do I get my source? Well, I've given you the source.
That's it.
Kwamina, this is serious. So, Fair Wages and Salary Commission. Fair Wages and Salary Commission. Ministry of Labor and chairman. Ministry of Labor and Employment. Obama wrong figures. What buy me figures I was baby. Oh, remember. Kwamina, Ghana Funte, Chairman Kachama them, on my pain Mahama, in the end is a Baya Wabedi. Figure be I was from a Hebiara or your cook figures.
All right, so okay. You did see my main Canada in I say, this was issued on the 2nd of October 2015. Will conclude the negotiations, and it will reflect the effective date for the implementation of the increase is 1st January 2016. So also the Public Service Joint Standing Negotiating Committee comprising government represented by Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Employment and Labour Relations on one part and Organised Labour on the other part, have today, 2nd of October 2015, concluded negotiations and reached agreement as follows. The current basic salaries on the single spine salary structure shall be increased by 10% across board for the year 2016 at the current pay point relativity of 1.7%. The effective date for the implementation of the increase is 1st January 2016.
Exactly. 2016. In about 2017, that's wrong. Do you know that?
It took effect from.
All right. Let's see. I was a face. Sorry, I had all by the factor. Yeah, the Momo. I had Kastle 90.3 FM. Member Hodo Jumezi. As Nadibi and Koma Oye and Jumokua was so Yanasen. High sense the young control that 2025 high sense AC promo Nugudara or Kodo. Promo number end on the 28th of this month. On into call high sense one showroom across the country na Kajiwu AC. Mankasim Oben Blue Hills Restaurant wa until Kwanyi Pacific Filling Station where you need the 0302 550000 0302 550000 Betway one so oboe emezi jumezi be chamanapia mendasi be brida maso na eja akwa and so obe amazing come on better to go. The head of production team Osman FKK and Afi Blackus Alfred Twain YouTube and then also on Facebook. Mizin is the Kwamina Esman. We shall meet again, God willing, tomorrow. Have a wonderful good evening. Bye bye.